All right, welcome back to Red Skies. This is going to be session 4 of it all. I suddenly feel like maybe my stuff is not working correctly, but it is. All right, good. Always a good sign. Last time, you guys slammed into a piece of rocky outcropping, and then spent a bunch of time getting things off the ship as it sank. Realized that several of the crew members were missing or dead, many presumed dead, but at least the captain and a couple others you aren't able to find anywhere. So you still presume they're dead, but at the same time that you haven't found them. And after getting onto the rock and the ship sinking all the way down in, you guys spent most of the rest of the night, which was maybe about 3 or 4 hours. It wasn't really a lot of time. On the rock under a sort of a makeshift shelter. And as the suns rose, Dresd'a had pointed out that it looked like the tide was coming in and that it might come up over the rock, as well as there being a bunch of sharks in the water feeding on some of the dead bodies that were kind of floating, bloated bodies that were in there, as well as kind of taking a little bit of interest in what's going on the rocks. Taking that into account, you guys quickly got together some of the wood, lashed it together to make some rafts, pushed the crow's nest into the water to kind of make another makeshift raft, and then set off for the island you saw in to the north. And so we'll go to this page, which is the island page, and you can see. Now I'm going to do a couple things for you because you should be able to see a little bit further on some things because of the the daytime, and you can see further than what this thing normally allows. So give me one moment to let you see a bit more stuff, and then get you back to where you're at. All right. So I have a new plugin turned on called Facing or something like that. So, and we'll also be doing overhead maps from now on, for at least for a while. Again, as you see here, you guys are sitting. The ship had crashed on what looks to be probably one of the higher portions of a reef. And as you can see to the north, there is a shore. You can tell from this distance that the shore has definitely got some beaches, but it's also cliffs, a bunch of cliffs. And so getting there will, each one of these is about 500 feet. So it's maybe, a half mile to a mile to get there. So it's not going to be too hard to get there, but you're going to have to get through some rocks, rocky waters, and some sharks. There are definitely sharks between here and there. So you guys start off on your journey with the rafts. Who is rowing and who's rowing on some of these, paddling on the rafts?
Me.
I'll row.
If I'm not mistaken,
I will paddle.
the girl who speaks language most people can understand, plus the big brute she was kind of trying to get help with, is on a raft with Iylis.
Yeah.
All of the crew that you have the know of that survived is on one raft with a bunch of the supplies that they pulled off. Believe Rhux and Praedyth and one other person are on a raft, and then everybody else was in the crow's nest. That I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys start paddling your way towards the thing. So 500 feet. Now let's make a little bit of a roll to see if something happens as you paddle your way towards the island. Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you guys start paddling away from the little rocky outcropping part of the reef, and you start, as you paddle in, you see some of those fins start to break the water and head in your direction. You get about maybe 300 feet from that thing, and that's when Iylis, you feel a bump like you feel something bump the raft. Want to try to do
We'll
anything?
take out my nearest blunt object.
So a staff.
Yes, my
Okay.
staff. I will take out my staff, and I'm gonna see if I can see any sharks around.
So
that
I
can
mean,
hit on
you
the
can see
nose.
some a bit away, but you don't see any kind of near you. I mean, you can kind of look over into the water, looking kind of over the edge of the raft. You can see the water is relatively clear for the most part, and you can see maybe not quite all the way to the bottom to the sea floor, but quite a ways down. And you see 2 or 3, I don't know, maybe about 6 foot long sharks swimming underneath the waves. And you watch
no.
one kind of make a big long turnaround and then come back and seems to pick up speed, and then you feel another bump, and this one actually gives you a bit of a wiggle. Give me a dexterity saving throw as this thing hits your raft. And I will also roll one for Aisha. All right, you have no problems with it.
Yay! I'm on top of it.
Hope so.
And neither does she. I mean, it's a bump. It doesn't really do too much to you. But, and she kind of gives you a look of alarm, like, I don't know, what you talking about? You have no clue what she's saying. I think.
Yeah, me neither.
I just need to make sure you don't know what she's saying.
That's what I say back.
Languages. Oh, actually, no. You do somewhat understand her.
Well, yeah, I speak Elvish.
Yeah, but this is not technically Elvish. It's a different dialect of that sort of stuff. But you get the feeling of like she just. I mean, you don't get the feeling. There's enough root there that you understand that she said row faster.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Paddle faster.
Let's go faster.
All right,
A
so
little help wouldn't hurt.
she's pretty small. Like she's about the size of a kid.
Yeah,
Not really very big.
not my fault.
Well, you're the one that decided to grow with her. Rhux, you also, as you kind of hit come in there, you feel a kind of a bump on the bottom of your raft. And Andy is muted or not there again.
They're bumping my raft.
Mhm.
That seems a little disrespectful.
And I mean, what you see is like, I don't know, maybe half a dozen fins surface, and then some of them drop below the surface, and then, a few moments later, you feel a bump on the bottom of a raft, like across all of the rafts. The only one they don't seem to be hitting is the crow's nest, and probably because it's just freaking huge, and there's a big mast in the ground in the thing.
Yeah, it's probably too big. All right, well.
What do you guys want to try to do, if anything? I will say that, Iylis, if you wish to try to paddle faster, you will need to do an athletics check to see if you can get yourself to go faster. Otherwise, you don't have to. You'll just be going at the same pace.
If I fail that athletics check,
If you roll a 1, something will happen. But if you fail it, if you don't get above a 10, nothing bad is going to happen. You just don't increase your speed.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Just good to know. Should I go ahead and roll that?
If you wish to. I'm not saying you have to. I was just letting you know if you wanted to try to roll
Oh. I hate...
That's great.
I'm sorry. It's just so funny that we literally just talked about it. Nothing's going to go bad unless you roll a 1.
I lose my ore.
And you roll a 1.
Lose.
All right. So you're trying to speed it up, and suddenly you see, or you don't see, you feel.
Did I make spare ores?
You feel a as it seems like 2 of them hit your raft. So that knocks the paddle out of your hand into the water. It floats, so it's not. It floats away from you. Give me another dexterity check.
Can I like? Why?
That's not good.
Why? Can I like try to use my staff to get it closer to me?
Well, you know what? it's perfectly. It's actually not very far away from you because you're now in the water with it.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Swoosh.
As the thing knocks you and the paddle into the water.
Can I use my
The little girl stands up and starts shouting like, ah, ah. The rest of you all hear the people shouting, and you hear a splish. Let's go to some initiative now because, well, this could be bad. So I'm going to activate this.
I have an idea. I have a plan.
You have a plan, do you?
I have a plan.
Let me draw.
My plan
Well,
involves not being able to see.
I was figuring out how we could distract the sharks. I think I know now.
Yeah, well, we have a pretty good idea at this point.
Throw some fresh meat in there.
Yep. We draw some quick rafts. This one right here is going to be the crow's nest. Since it's going to look a little odder. Not quite maybe that way, but... and then there was one that was basically, whoa, like this. You had two, I think 10 by 10s. Not perfect here, sorry. And then I think you had one, oops. One that was a bit smaller. Come on.
Shark icon.
You guys will be in here in a second. Don't worry. I know you can't see anything yet, but all right. So let me start by pulling you guys in. Aaron, you're on this. Dresd'a is on here. Iylis, you're in the water next to this one right here. Marcus, I think you got on the
shark
on there.
awfully close to me.
Rhux is on here. Praedyth is with Aaron. Hylough, I think, was in this one. Got everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, Praedyth has to have been here. I think Aaron was on this one too. I might have to redraw that one.
No, I wasn't on the small one.
So for NPCs, we had Perry on here. We had Rat on here. We have Sand. We'll put him in there. We have Barsk with, where's Barsk? Barsk there. And then we had Isha there, along with Kellyan. Is that everybody? No, Perry. We're still missing Perry. And then Perry and Penvro. So I think Perry was on this one as well. There's 2 on there because there was 2 small guys, and then we'll put Penvro here. All right. All right. So now let me grab everybody and add you to combat. This one too. And so now you should all be in the combat tracker.
Isometric shark.
Yeah, the sharks are isometric still. I didn't get a chance to fix those. Let me roll NPCs. There's going to be a whole bunch of dice rolling in a second.
Oh. Whoa.
That is a lot of sharks.
No, it's not sharks. It's not just sharks. It's also all the NPCs.
Oh, it's the other guys. Yeah.
It's all the NPCs.
It's only 5 sharks. That's not that bad.
All right, so roll your initiative, please. I will roll Dresd'a's here real quick, and then maybe she should never have me roll her initiative again.
Maybe I should never roll my initiative again.
All right, everybody rolled. I think Marcus and Praedyth have not rolled their initiative yet. And there we go. All right, so let's see here. Let us begin this with a shark. All right, let's see here. How fast can the sharks move? They can move 0 feet, but they can swim 40. So he goes 1.
I'm okay with the 0.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He gets to there. And that is all he does for this turn. And then, why did it? Oh, I screwed up. Penvro was first. I totally screwed up. That was my fault. Penvro sits there oblivious. Now it's Sand's turn. Sand is pretty much oblivious right now too, but he like looks up and he's like, "Hey, I think there's something going on over there." Barsk hears the splash and he says, "Hey, get him some help! Hurry up! Get him some help!" And then this is the shark that already moved, so we won't move him again. And now there's another shark that's way up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Kellyanne I shouldn't even put on here because he's conscious still. Harry shouts over and says, "Hey, are you okay over there in the water? You might want to get back on that raft."
I think I
Marcus, Marcus is your turn. Marcus, is it your turn?
Okay, so I'm gonna paddle for sure. I'm gonna cast True Strike on the shark closest to Iylis.
Okay. Well, you're going to cast it on yourself with that.
Yeah. Well, doesn't it? No, you have to do a target technically.
I just meant that as the target.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I don't think there's really anything else I can do. This True Strike is it's a cantrip, but it's an action. So yeah, I guess I'm done.
Okay. Praedyth, you're up.
All right.
So you can see, like you see here, you can see Iylis in the water. There's some sharks that are starting to close on his position. I hate to say it, but my rafts are pretty pathetic looking with just pink lines here, but you get the idea. What do you want to do? You're kind of in the back of this raft with Rhux. And to be fair, you guys all have some of the supplies. So, I mean, there's supplies
What are you guys doing? What you guys doing?
Not too much I can really do. I don't think.
You don't have any magic or anything you can do?
I don't have any magic to help. I can shoot the shark though. I forgot the sharks. I can see them, right?
Yeah, you can. The two that are closing on him, you can definitely see. In fact,
okay,
this one right here is the one that is one of the ones that hit it, and it's kind of come out from underneath it. So it's got to kind of do a turn to come back. But
yeah, then I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast on that one.
All right.
We'll miss.
I miss. That definitely hits.
Okay. And
You do a grand whopping 1 point of damage.
Grand total 1 damage point.
Holy
but you do
crap.
hit it.
Nailed it.
You do hit it.
It's Jason Bourne.
And it probably will distract it.
Christ,
Anything else you want to try to do?
No. I gave
No.
her the plastic. I gave her the rest.
I've got nothing else for him.
All right. Rat doesn't do much because, well, Rat sees this shark.
There's also a regular
here,
steak, and I forgot that. Damn it!
And he starts shouting. He's like, maybe they'll see me and get distracted. Bars kind of gives him a look. He's like, boy, shut up. Don't get him here. We got to get to shore. Rhux.
I don't want to leave the gnome alone.
Hold on. At the end of the turn, I will move all of the rafts.
The rafts.
Mm-hmm. They will move 15 feet, FYI. Unless somebody says they actively paddle, which Marcus did say he was doing.
Can I paddle and cast an action though?
Well, you can use your movement to paddle.
Okay, yeah.
Paddling just adds an extra 5 feet, so it's not like you're getting a ton out of it. But anyway, Rhux, you're up.
I don't want to leave the gnome alone because
That's fine.
I'm looking at the gnome. I'm like that's one
right.
bite for the for the shark.
Oh, these are
right.
tiger
Don't
sharks.
leave the gnome
They're not great whites, so.
Okay, 2 bites. He's still a gnome. I mean, the thing will still keep in time with them, I guess.
No, no.
Rhux is. We're gonna be in character. Rhux is gonna jump in the water.
All right. You jump in the water.
And
Where are you headed?
He's gonna jump into the water. Right over to here.
Okay.
Shank this frickin' shark.
All right.
with his big with this stick thing that he has.
Okay.
Hill.
As long as you're on the surface, you do not have disadvantage on your attack. But if you go below
underwater.
an attack, you will have
Do
disadvantage.
I have disadvantage on the bite if I'm underwater?
No, you do not.
Okay. Just with my trident.
Just with your trident.
Do I have
You know what they say?
disadvantage
The best way to
on
beat a biting
magic
shark is to bite
missile?
back.
You hit. Do 6 points of damage to it. So you dive into the
Start
water with
bleeding.
your trident, and you kick with your feet, and you go, but like sort of like a torpedo, and slam into the side of it with your trident.
Does it start to bleed?
It does start to bleed.
All right. I want to.
So you've done a
get
move
it-
and an action, and bonus action. What do you want to do? Although
I've
you've
done like
moved,
half my move.
and you've half move. Yes.
I'm gonna move to Iylis, so that
Okay.
way I can help defend him.
Okay.
And then I will be done.
All right.
Hope is now the sharks will go for the shark because it's bleeding.
Possibly. Let's see what she. Okay, so, Iylis, you hear the screaming from the girl stop, and
Uh-oh.
and you
Oh, yeah, she
hear
doesn't freaking like.
you hear some strange chanting from her direction,
Oh,
and then she does. Whoa! What the hell did that just do?
Roll a lot
Oh,
of dice.
She just crit me for 12.
No, she crit the creature with an Eldritch Blast for 12.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I thought she was going to attack me. 'Cause she doesn't like me.
No. So you hear this chanting, and suddenly, from you didn't notice this before, but from a little like jam at her throat near her throat, a blast of energy comes streaking past you over your shoulder and slams into the top of this of the shark.
nice.
And that is her turn. Aaron,
Laser.
Is it dead yet?
it is close, but not quite.
Okay.
Aaron, you're up.
I'm gonna paddle, do some paddling, and
Okay. For if you dash paddle, you'll add 10 feet to the move.
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I can't really do much else.
Okay. Hylough, what are you doing?
I am going to
So it won't let me select my character in the VTT thing. Is there something wrong with the link?
That's me. Hang on.
It's
Uh,
nothing wrong with
Can't
that.
believe you.
something wrong with your husband.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
Which
that's true,
could be
but-
a link problem as well, yes.
I'm going to shoot with light crossbow.
Okay.
Can I reach this other shark over here? The
Oh,
far shark?
Let us see. What is this? Yeah, I mean, yes, you can. It's 35 feet away. So, yeah.
thank you.
Now with that. oh, good.
11. It hits the water and basically skids across the top of the back of the shark. Actually, these are reef sharks,
Scares
not
them.
tiger sharks. Sorry.
It scares
Well,
Peter.
maybe. All right, so here
Real
we go.
fast, Peter.
Mhm.
Real fast. I'm gonna drop Cat's account.
That's fine.
Is that gonna mess up your recording?
No, it'll be fine. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, he can make it to there. Perry actually comes up behind Rat and puts his hand over his mouth. Shut up, boy! Shut up! All right, so let's see here. Oops, wrong one. This one. All right, so that one goes over there and literally attacks the other one. Features, bite. And hits it. You see this. You see a fin. The fin that was on the one side go down, just disappear into the water, and then suddenly you see the shark just kind of the one shark that you guys have been hitting. You see it jerk, and then kind of jerk a little bit, and you see it try to wiggle, and then it just goes limp.
Get wrecked, idiot.
All right, Dresd'a, you're up. The situation is that you guys have been rafting, trying to get to the island, and just shortly after leaving, the sharks approached and started bumping the bottom of the raft, and a couple of them hit the raft that Iylis is on and knocked him into the water. That's why we have started initiative. It's not back on yet. Or is she? Yes. Why do I have an extra? There we go. That's why. Cat. All right, we'll come back to Cat. Iylis.
All right, I am going to use. Well, I'm gonna grab my ore first. How easily can I do that?
Oh, it's right next to you. Like you fell into the water right after it, so it's within reach.
Okay, so I
Like
grab
if you hadn't
that,
fallen into the water, then it would have been more than 5 feet away. But it's right next to you.
and I'm gonna use my flying ability to fly onto the raft.
Okay.
So that hopefully I don't
Yep.
like have to make a dexterity check and slip and fall off
No.
again.
No, not that it says. I mean, you're just making a move, so 10
Yeah,
feet. It's fine.
yeah, exactly.
You can fly.
But you do need to cast a spell of first level or higher, though. Otherwise, you can't do the tempestuous magic. Like you could do the magic before you cast the spell, but now you have to cast the spell.
Wait, what?
To use this thing, you have to cast a spell of first level or higher. Starting at first level, you can use a bonus
Oh,
action
okay,
on your turn
gotcha.
to cause whirling gusts of elemental air to briefly surround you immediately before or after you cast a spell of first
Right,
level. or
right,
higher.
right, right. I
So if
see,
you
I
cast
see.
your magic missile, you're fine.
I think I will do that.
Otherwise, if you choose not to do that, then you have to stay back in the water. So, which one are you attacking?
Interesting. This one right here.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Roll your damage.
Get dunked on, kid. 1.
Oh, you get more than that. You have two
Three.
more.
And you get
Two more dice.
Hold on.
2 more. Yeah.
Come on! Pew! Pew pew!
It
All right,
is.
so you do 10.
Cocked.
You do 10 points to it. Cocked?
It's a cocked die.
You can't be cocked. It's digital.
Oh, okay.
Sure you can.
All
Somebody
right,
ought
so
to pull
that
some
creature, that shark is like ripping into the other shark, and then these 3 shards of bluish white energy slam into it as you guys watch Iylis just kind of float, or not really float, but just kind of shoot out of the water and land back on top of the thing. Rhux, being so close to him, you feel this like burst of wind that comes up around him when this happens.
That was pretty awesome.
Demon. No, I'm kidding.
Dresd'a, you're up.
It's my turn?
What are you talking about?
Technically, it was your turn before Iylis, but you weren't responding, so.
Oh, okay. Boy. So we got sharks, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sharks, huh?
Believe it or not.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, there's
All
more
right.
than 3. There's more, but. What do you want to do?
I would like to attack a shark.
All right.
Do it to the best of your ability.
And I would like to do it to the best of my ability.
Okay. How do you want to do that?
Let's see. Ooh. How about a chill touch?
Okay.
Yeah. And how did I do the target thingy? Control and point?
Depends on what you want to do. Like, do you want to actually target, or do you just,
The pointy
or do you
hand
just
thing
want a
is.
hand, which is X?
Yeah, the X.
Yeah,
X.
just
Okay.
do X. Hold down X and yep. All right. So
There.
that's the one you want to attack. All right.
Alrighty.
I mean,
Chill
to be fair
touch.
to everyone, that particular shark is currently busily eating the other shark that you guys were beating.
Yeah,
up.
I don't care.
I'm just,
Oh,
just letting you know
okay.
that.
We've
No, I just
solved
want
the
to make it
problem.
clear that that's what he is doing. That's all I wanted to do.
All right, I missed that. I'll do some. I'll do this shark.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make it clear. That's all.
Sorry. Thank you.
I wasn't saying you couldn't attack it. I was just saying it is currently attacking.
No,
eating
I
a different one.
appreciate that because I didn't realize it.
10 misses. So ghostly skeletal hand in the space of the creature. Okay, so you guys here, well, you guys in this particular raft see Dresd'a's eyes kind of just go milky white, like go pupilless, and she says something in a very strange language that reverberates through your brains. It kind of hurts a little bit actually as she says it, but not damage wise. It's just your brain hurts a little bit, and then you guys see sort of the spectral hand kind of just come right out of her and streak towards this target and try to touch it, try to hit the shark, and it just misses it.
And since in this form I can speak Aquan, can I tell the shark, cease? This is your last warning. Go away.
You can say that. Whether or not they understand it, you're not sure.
Okay.
You say it. You have no reaction from them currently. All right.
Okay.
End of the round. Let me move your guys. All right. So, Aaron, you paddled. So you guys are going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Marcus paddled for 1 round. You guys are going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll move the things in a second. Nobody here paddled at all for you guys, but just the thing by itself is going to move forward 15 in this round. If nobody paddles, the next round it's going to only move 10 as it slowly slows down. And then Praedyth, you nobody paddled, so you're going to move forward 1, 2, 3, 15. All right, now let me move these things. And that's where we're at. It is now the top of the round, and it is Penrose's turn. Penrose kind of looks at Dresd'a for a moment and is like, Madam, what was that?
Yeah, it was a bitch slap on a shark, but I missed.
I see. You're a very strange person. And then he kind of just stares at you for a while. It makes you uncomfortable, actually.
What? Am I growing gills or something?
Sand kind of is like, whoa. I've had some, well, highs that have ended like that. And he's like, but you missed, so we should probably get out of here. And he starts paddling. But he only does it for 1 set. Barsk, realizing the same thing, starts paddling as well. This shark here, let's see here. I need to roll a die. Rhux, you are even. The shark that is currently being eaten is odd. All right. Yep, he feels that you're a better target, and so he.
Really?
I'm just telling you. Here
This shark is not very logical.
and attacks you.
Good for him. Do it then.
He gets a 14 to hit.
Yeah, he sucks. He misses.
All right. So he is what is your class? He
18.
you feel a thing hit you in the back.
Yeah.
And you can hear kind of like a as these teeth kind of scrape across the back of your armor. But it doesn't seem to do any damage to you. This one. Oops, wrong one. I click on you in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Praedyth, you watch the shark come straight at the raft. It goes. You see the fin on the other side of. You see the fin on the other side of this one go down below, come back up on this side, and then it actually. I should have hit it right here. It actually hits this raft. It's a pretty hard. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Actually, that's still good enough. Barely, but it is still good enough.
Nailed it.
I shouldn't have put this guy on there. Perry is on here twice. That is interesting. How did he get on here twice? Because I probably put him on here twice on accident. All right, so fair enough. Perry starts trying to paddle. Well, you guys only have enough for 2 paddles. So Perry, what does Perry have for items? He doesn't have any long-ranged weapons, so he just shouts encouragement. Marcus, you're up.
So, I'm gonna hit True Sight on the one directly in front of Praedyth now.
Okay.
And can I roll insight into the guy who is looking strangely at Dresd'a as to, is he an enforcer type? Is he?
Well, you know he's like an archaeologist, what you've heard.
Okay, well, I mean, I wanted to see if that was more of a, I'm gonna hunt you down, or it's just he's fascinated.
Well, you can give me an insight, yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
You know, he's an odd duck, but he's been an odd duck every time you've heard him or talked with him. So,
and I guess I'll paddle.
All right,
and I'm
paddle.
done.
Praedyth.
All right. I'm gonna shoot that one that hit my boat with an Eldritch Blast
Okay.
because I don't feel safe.
Okay, it's fine. That hits.
Cool. And 8 this time.
All right, so you call forth some energy with a supplication to your god, and that slams this kind of jet black bolt flies forth and hits the creature, and it trails behind it little feathers that slowly dissipate into the water. Also, don't forget you have a raven. All right. Anything else?
Yes, I remember I have a raven. Oh, I forgot to roll his. He has a separate
Yeah, we have to add him in. I haven't added him.
initiative than I do. We have to add him.
It'll
It's
just be
fine
on your
right
it'll
now.
just be on your initiative for now. It's fine.
I'll have the raven go and. Oh, I don't have the stats up, so that'll be it for right now.
Okay.
I'll pull up the stats so I can do something for the next time.
That doesn't do anything. Rhux, you're currently fighting, or you currently just got hit by a shark, but it didn't do any damage.
I just like look at him like fool. I don't care about him.
Okay.
Because the other shark hit the boat,
Okay.
and the sharks aren't allowed to do that.
All right. So what are you gonna do? All right. Well, as you do that, it does get an attack of opportunity.
All right, fine.
Tries to bite you again.
Like I said, he
16
sucks.
still misses.
Nope. Yeah. I am a beefy boy. All right, I'm over to I'm doing the same thing I did last time. Come here. Oh no.
That still hits.
Yay.
Still, like I said, like a torpedo, you streak through the water and hit it with your in the side with your thing, drawing blood. But it still is going.
That's fine.
All right.
I'm chilling.
Let's see. This girl, having done that. And seeing Iylis back in the thing, Iylis, she says, "Paddle faster."
I'm gonna.
Hold on. And then she does this. Oh, for the love of God. I think this is like a second. Iylis, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, just a second.
You suddenly you're like, she makes a lot of sense. I mean, she seemed like, she wasn't very nice to people before, but you know what? She's been nice to you so far, and you want to do whatever you can to help her out as much as possible.
You know what? Sure, that's fine.
I mean, it also
You
so
guys
happens.
charm person.
Yeah, she charmed you.
Why?
It also turns out that you want to do this anyway, so it's not like this is a real big difference.
Yeah, like why?
But you feel like, you know, she's perfect. I mean, you don't know, understand why everybody else has been kind of, you know, you sort of understand. I guess the other question. Let me flip this on his head. You understand why she's been upset with everybody else because she's very afraid of everybody else. But with you, she seems to be like, hey, you're helpful, and you know, she starts chatting with you again in this broken Elvish as you start paddling, sort of saying, hey, when we get to the land, I want you to help me get my friend here onto the beach so we can then make sure that he gets as much care as he can as quickly as possible. I mean,
Sure.
everything she says sounds.
You know what?
perfectly
This
reasonable.
sounds amazing. Like I can't. I don't know how you didn't think of a better idea. Like this is top tier.
Aaron, you're up.
Paddle time.
All right, so you continue paddling.
Yep.
Hylough.
I'm going to shoot somebody.
All right. There's a few sharks behind you.
I will aim for them.
Which one are you gonna go after?
Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
I accidentally. There we go. Okay. It's. I'm gonna shoot the one by Rhux there,
Okay.
and let's see what happens. I miss again.
You fire that crossbow. Just as you fire it, there's sort of the crow's nest kind of creaks a bit and shifts a bit, and it just knocks your aim off until you're just a little wide. You wouldn't have done more damage anyway. So.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do? That was an action.
No, I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Okay. All right.
Like
So
I've got
this
some.
shark. All right. He's attacking the one below him, but he misses. So Rhux, you're kind of you hit the creature with your trident, and then another shark comes swimming past you and tries to bite the tail of that creature of that shark, but it just misses. All right, so now this one, this is the one. Actually, this one is continuing to eat the other shark, even though people keep on shooting at it, or have been. Dresd'a, you're up.
Dresd'a is silent.
Dresd'a.
She's talking. She's just on mute.
Why are all those dice going? I didn't do that.
You tabbed away from the browser.
Oh, okay. I was trying to get to my pop-up thingy.
Yeah, if you leave the browser and come back, all dice rolls that were made roll at that time.
Where's my...
A little dumb, actually, but whatever. I didn't make the plugin.
Well, that like distracted me. Anyway, I want to do the chill touch again, and let me see who's a better sharky shark. Who's that on Rhux? Is that a shark? Is that shark eating the other shark?
Not currently. Rhux is pulling his trident out of it, so.
Okay.
So that's basically all you got at this point.
And Praedyth, is he in need of assistance?
He's on the raft.
All right. Like so many targets. I'll go ahead. Let me see. X
I mean,
and
you can attack. There's only 4 sharks, but if you would like
Yeah.
to, you can attack other people. I'm not going to say no.
I want people.
That hits.
All right. 7 necrotic damage.
All right.
And a hand clings to his fin.
You see the same. You guys hear again. You hear that strange tongue that kind of like you almost can't like. It's not audible. It's like it's in your head when she says the words, or makes intones the chant. And again, this kind of spectral like hand comes streaking out from her body, and streaks across the water, and this time connects with the shark, withering the top of it. You see the back of it blacken and kind of crack open and things like that. It's still moving though. Shark could scream, it probably would. Iylis.
All right, I'm going to paddle.
Okay. You don't have to make it. You don't. If you're just going to do a normal paddle, you don't have to do anything.
Oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna. I mean, that's basically what I did.
Okay. You gonna double move paddle?
I mean, yeah, I'll try to.
Okay. All right. End of round. We will move everybody. This was. You guys are gonna move 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You guys are gonna move 1, 2.
I am
3,
charmed, so
4.
I think that is what I
Uh-oh.
would do.
No, it's fine. You did what you're supposed to. 1, 2. All right. So this is going to be odd, Praedyth, because you're going to be on top of these guys because it's slowing down because no one's paddling. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Well,
5. Just telling you.
I'm very good at paddling.
I'm just telling you that's what's going on. All right, so you're on the thing. I just have you to the side so that it's easier to do things. In fact, I'll put you back on top. All right, top of the round. It's Penvro's turn. Sorry, I screwed something up. Penvro just sits back and says, "Well, let you do what you do best, I suppose. Let's just get to the island before things get worse." Sand continues to paddle. Bars continues to paddle. Shark attacks shark.
Shark continues to shark.
Shark and completely misses as he kind of just swoops by. Other shark. Oops, that's Praedyth, but I gotta move Praedyth here so I can do something with the shark. This shark attacks shark because the other shark attack. Actually, no. This shark disengages and starts fleeing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Praedyth back on the thing. That one does nothing. Perry does nothing. Marcus's turn. The guy that you put your true strike on, Marcus, is fleeing.
That's the one. It's not the one that's underneath the boat right now.
Nope. There was 2 underneath the boat. I marked it. You can see there's a mark on the one that you did your true strike on. I don't know if he's close enough or not.
Yeah. I'm just gonna double row, I guess.
Okay.
At this point.
Praedyth.
Actually, hold on. I'll row once, but I'm gonna summon my mage hand.
Okay.
Now I'm done.
All right. Cast your mage hand so we at least have it in the scroll.
I'm gonna try and row.
Cool. Thank you, John. All right. Go ahead. You're gonna have to give me an athletics check because the paddle is just huge, not because of so it's awkward to you. But give me an athletics check. Unless you roll a 1, you'll be fine. Yeah, you're fine. You get a handle on it and you start doing stuff and you row. Rat does nothing. Rhux.
Cool.
The raft kind of comes by you and it's now over top a shark that was attacking the other shark. And there's also a dead shark that's kind of slowly sinking to the bottom. The first one that the other one was eating. And Andrew is muted again because that's the way it works.
I don't know why I muted my. Oh, I cleaned something. That's right. Sorry. Are all 3 of these sharks over here not attacking each other right now?
These 2 seem to be fighting each other. You're not sure what that one's doing. That one attacked the other one but missed.
Do I know it's still there?
Yeah, you can see it underneath the
All right, I'm gonna dive underwater and bite it. So it'll leave.
Okay.
What do I roll? Natural weapons.
You do hit it. For 7 points.
I'm gonna bite it and like shake it around and throw it to the side.
You bite
To
it.
get out of
You,
here.
okay, Praedyth, you see Rhux kind of dive underneath, and you hear the raft kind of shudders a little bit as something's going on underneath, and then you see him kind of resurface, and he's got sort of a reddish gore all over in his mouth.
Death roll.
Lovely.
Give him a smile.
Absolutely love.
Never smile at a crocodile.
Yeah, exactly. The little girl
Does it taste
Hylough,
good?
continues to talk to you, giving you like basically saying, "Hey, you're doing a great job." I have to check to see if maybe there is a go. There is a saving throw every round. Oh, okay. Yeah, no more. You don't get a saving throw after you failed the first one. So yeah, she's just giving you encouragement. Aaron, you're up.
You're back.
I'm just gonna continue to paddle.
All right, Hylough. Hylough.
Sorry. I'm going to paddle, paddle, paddle.
All right.
Quadruple paddle.
Let's see here. Let's see what the shark does. No, not that one. That's not what I wanted. It doesn't try to intimidate you. Who's trying to do this? All right. It breaks off. Rhux, are you going to attack it as it leaves?
It can leave. I would hope it would decide to leave. It just got freaking.
Oh no! It goes after the other shark and attacks.
Oh really? It doesn't give a crap.
And hits, and you see kind of
The fact that I just ate half of it.
you see a commotion over further south.
Mhm.
Behind you, you see kind of a splashing in the water, and then the splashing kind of stops, and you see red kind of bloom up.
Ah.
And this one attacks the other one because, well, those two were fighting each other at this point. And 6 points to this one. And at this point in time, Dresd'a, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I will tell you at this point, you guys can tell that most of the sharks that are around here are now either feasting on other sharks or fighting each other.
Okay. I guess we'll do what the guys said and just try to get out of here as fast as we can. So,
Okay.
I don't know, assist with the paddling.
All right. Iylis, you paddle, since you're probably still gone. And at that point, we're going to end combat because the sharks are not attacking you guys anymore.
I will get back in my raft. and
Rhux,
start
you
paddling.
climb back up out on the raft. And you
Did
guys
the shark
continue-
taste good or no?
Tasted like shark. I mean,
Well, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. but
Shark
that's what
is
it tastes
actually
like.
good eating. Just make sure you cut off the skin.
Well, he ate the skin, so.
Yeah, I bit it.
Anyway,
You know they wee through their skin, right?
Anyway, so you guys.
I'm a crocodile.
you
I
guys
probably don't care.
Continue rowing or paddling, and you head.
Oh,
to the-
Peter?
Yep.
With my mage hand, I want to get some of the larger scraps of shark, like a fin or something, and put it in the boat. It's got 30 feet, so
Yeah, the closest shark is 35 feet away. The pieces that would have been the one that was right here. So
Okay,
one,
there aren't
2,
any
3, 4, 5,
floating or
6.
going with the current.
No, all the fighting was right here. Unfortunately.
Okay, never mind then.
No, it was a good idea. But the one died right here. Another one died way over here, and these two are still fighting.
Got it.
So, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll get bait somewhere else.
Yep. All right, so you guys go forward, paddle forward, forward a little bit further, and you come upon this next set of rocky outcroppings. This one seems like it's just, you know, as you kind of get closer and closer to it, you see kind of the sea floor rise up a bit, and it just looks like this is maybe, you know, some atolls or something like that. You know, the sea right here is relatively shallow. I mean, even back where it was at the reef, it was only about 40, 45 feet deep. As you get to this set of rocks, you can see it come up. You can see down below, it's maybe only 20 feet, maybe 15 feet to the seafloor. You can literally see into the seafloor. You can see teams of fish and stuff like that in here. This is a wonderful habitat for fish and things of that nature. All right, so you guys maneuver through these rocks and then to there. Okay. And then you get close to the shore. All right, getting close to the shore, you see the cliffs. So let me bring up this one. And you guys come in approximately. We'll add you guys here in your stuff. Give me 1 minute. Remake your. One. Other one. Pulling you guys on. Aaron was there. Hylough was there. Iylis was there. Dresd'a was there. Marcus was there. Praedyth is there. Rhux is there. Let's see here. Sand was on here with you guys. Penver was here on you guys. Dresd'a, stop moving yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to pause things.
Oh, how to do that?
Let's see. Perry was here. Rat was there. Barsk was there. Where are you, Barsk? My friend. Kellyan is here. Aisha is here. And that should be everyone. All right. So you guys are now on this lovely map coming up into the shoreline here. What do you want to do? And yes, this map is huge.
How far is it? Like, what's the size?
What do you mean?
Like, how far are we from shore? Like,
Well, you're on the map, so. I mean, each square is 5 feet, so.
I can't count that high.
Well,
There's so many.
I mean, what do you guys want to do? I mean, you're coming onto this kind of this map. You can see over here. You can see the. Oops. Wow, it's really small. Over here, you can just make out that there's. I mean, you can see it because you saw it on the way in. But right here is where the tower is. Otherwise, you can see that there's. You can, as you're coming in, you can see there's multiple little like inlet beaches that you could land on. What do you want to do? I mean, I can move you to where you want. I just want to.
Yeah, I want to head for the beaches.
Yeah, do any of the beaches seem to have a path past those rocks or those cliffs, you said?
It's cliffs, yep.
Are there any that obviously have a path in past the cliffs or a way to climb them?
It's hard to tell from here.
Okay. So
I mean, you don't see anything obvious, is the right way to put it.
You guys want to go to the right? Is an X for the hand, or can I do it on? I guess I can't do it on this map.
What do you want to try? What were you saying?
Up to the, I guess, northeast to that big beach near those rocks. Battle of that.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
Sounds
can.
like a plan.
All right.
That's my suggestion, just so we can get. It seems to be relatively close, and
You want to head to here.
yeah, that
so
section there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Why can't I write on this?
I don't know.
Anyway, but yes.
So you guys slowly. get up to the beach. And now I'm going to delete your rafts for now. All right, you guys have made it to the beach. It's taking you about an hour and a half to get there. So it's now, probably late morning. No one has been able to get a long rest yet. You can still try to take a short rest if you'd like, or you can try to do a long rest. I'm not saying you can't do one. I'm just saying no one has gotten one so far. What do you guys want to do? Getting out of here, you can see the waves come in, like the sea here. In this kind of thing, it's very shallow coming in. Like, you can see the bottom. Like, you could have started walking, in this area right in here, kind of thing. Like, this is all walkable, for not very deep. And then it's very gradually gets out to about 10 feet out into this area. So it's not super deep here.
Sounds like a great place to bring the family.
However, that being said, these cliffs are about 50 to 60 feet high and pretty sheer. I mean, the way this mapping program had to work, I had to use rocks and stuff to kind of make it look like a cliff-like thing. But they're pretty sheer.
So
you could try to climb them if you wish. I'm not saying that they're not scalable. It's just they're pretty tall.
I guess I'm gonna go to see if I can do this. That over there.
Okay.
You see my little X
Well, yeah.
to the right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to wander over there and kind of look if there's a path up to the tower, or how you said that water's pretty shallow, so I could get in that little beach, the little cove
Yeah, you can.
underneath the tower.
Yeah, you could walk around here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of search for a cave or some type of way up.
All right, so you start heading over here, Marcus. You head to about here. As you start to get over there, you actually see that there's like a person in that other cove, kind of lying on the ground, like lying on the beach.
Okay. Lying as in face first, like they're washed up, or lying as in they're getting a suntan?
No, like they've washed up. I mean,
Okay, so I'll head that way then.
all right.
Hey, I found someone.
Start
I'll holler at
coming
everyone
across here.
else.
And as you kind of get through these rocks and stuff, you get over here and you actually see there's more than one. There's actually two people.
Okay. Go and check them out carefully. Like I'm not just running up. I'm making sure they're.
Which one do you want to check out first? You have control over your thing here, so you can go wherever you want. I don't know which one you want to check out first.
I guess the closer one. So, well, crap. Sorry.
Oh, just move.
Thought I was on move.
Oh yeah.
So I'll go like here.
Okay. As
that
you
one.
start to approach, you see it's a female dwarf, and you realize that it's the cook. All right. So while John's doing that, what are the rest of you guys doing? We'll come back to you,
I'd
John.
say cook.
I'll head over with him when I heard him yell there's people.
Yeah. It's kind of
Yep.
my plan, but
All right.
I want to see what's up with them.
Actually, Iylis, as you kind of got
Yes.
to the thing here, the charm person wore off, and you realize you were charmed.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. What'd you do that for?
You
I say in
you
Elvish-ish.
see the kind of gem at her throat kind of flash again. Give me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, just trying to do it
Don't
again.
fall
Yeah.
back coming.
Do it again.
Hold on.
I'm here to help you. You don't need to do this.
Where am I? Hey.
You know what? What you were talking about her doing something to you, you just totally forget about it.
How may I serve
She's told you
you,
you're a friend,
madam?
and she says, she
Comic
basically
relief,
says, "Can you help me?
Robert? What the
Can you
hell,
help me get
dude?
my friend onto the beach and comfortable?" And so that's what you're gonna start.
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, sure, that's fine.
All right, so you start helping her with her friend. You get the feeling that where this kind of jetsam stuff is, where the wood and stuff is on the beach, is probably where the tide reaches. So I'm gonna have you guys just go beyond the tide and start making him comfortable and doing some stuff there. Hylough, you head over towards where Marcus is at. Anybody else going over there? Aaron was going to go over there. As you start heading over there, Marcus, yeah, Lon the cook is lying there. You can see that she's breathing, but she's like waterlogged. You can see that like it looks like maybe her left foot is at an odd angle.
Okay, I'm gonna go, since she's breathing, I'm gonna go check the other person to see if he's
Okay. Heading
not
over there, you come upon her assistant Tuber. You remember Tuber? Again,
Oh, yeah.
these guys were on the ship with you guys. And he's not on the face down, he's on his back. And you can see him breathing, and as you get close, he kind of opens up an eye and looks at you, and then he says, "Hi."
Well, looks like you made it. Let's go help your cook friend.
There. What,
He didn't look like he had a broken ankle or anything. That was just the other one.
No, just the other one. He's like, "What's wrong?"
With the ship crash, with her or the ship?
"Oh, that's why we're not on the ship. Well,
Yes.
we should get back on the ship."
You got to do a lot of swimming out that way through the sharks. You're probably
Okay.
better off coming over here.
Okay, and he starts heading towards the beach, or towards the water.
Okay.
No.
He needs help. Come back this way.
Okay.
He's been charmed too, obviously.
No,
Robert, you have
you
a
know
friend?
that Tuber is not exactly bright.
I get in that. I didn't know he was that dumb though. Oh my gosh.
He is very he's special.
Automaton?
He's very special.
Uh-huh. So I actually don't have any healing medicine or healing or anything. So
I know. Aaron and Hylough are coming towards you guys. So
yeah, no, I know. I'm just gonna
Barsk,
try to make them.
Rat, Perry, and Sand all start, heading up further onto the beach and start looking around on things. Aaron, you head over there. Unfortunately, Aaron and Rhux are both out of their land hands. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna head up.
I will be. I'm gonna make sure I'm around to heal people as best I can. Set bones and stuff.
All right. So what are you guys doing? So far, Marcus, you don't see any caves or anything around here so far.
Okay. I am gonna make sure her head's out of the sand.
Yeah, no. I mean, she's just lying face down. She's breathing, but I mean, you can turn.
Do
her
I
over
know
and
that
stuff
they're?
like that.
Do I know that they're over here?
I mean, he shouted that there was people. So,
I will come help.
Doc, we need you.
Penbro, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
I am Dr. Penborough.
No, sorry, Penbro.
Right.
I meant Praedyth, but
I was heading up there towards where Iylis and them are.
okay. Okay. Penbro goes up and gets up on the beach and takes a seat and opens up his trunk and starts doing some stuff in it. You guys over here on this beach, what are you doing?
Checking on people.
Okay. Dresd'a, what are you doing?
Just looking around the beach to like at the cliffs and stuff,
They're pretty
trying to see
straight
if
up.
there's, yeah, just trying to see if one has better handholds than the other.
They're
Looking
all
for
about
any
the
kind of
same.
caves that might be hidden.
Not seeing any so far.
Okay. I just want to kind of stay with the group.
Well, a lot of them headed to the southeast after
Yeah,
Marcus
that's where I'm
shouted
headed.
about people. What are you guys doing? I mean, so you guys head over there. Rhux, you can see that it looks like maybe she's either the cook has either twisted her ankle pretty bad or maybe has broken it.
Do I have stuff to set it with?
Sure, there's a whole bunch of wood on the beach. You could try to make a splint out of it.
I mean, I don't have any like other healing abilities right now, so gotta do what I gotta do.
Okay, so give me a medicine check. Yeah, you take together some of the wood and you kind of splint. You kind of put the two pieces on the side, and then you straighten it real quick, and you hear her go, "Ah!" And then she wakes up for a moment, looks at you, is like, "Ah!" and then falls unconscious again. Then you tie it up and stuff. But it's definitely splinted. Seems okay.
Okay.
Probably gonna feel fine. Ish.
Splint will hold.
What else you guys do?
I mean, the boy is fine, right? He's just dumb.
Yeah, he's you know, he's not the brightest child. Not his brightest boy.
Right.
So
well,
remember, Tuber is like the size. Tuber is like your size, like easily as tall as you are.
Yeah, he's a big
He's
boy.
a very
but
big kid.
He's just really
But
dumb.
he's still seems to have the mentality of maybe a 10-year-old. You know, he's not exactly super bright, and he's not very smart.
Well, I will ask Tuber to help me carry the cook over to the other
He's
beach
like,
that we're staying
okay. Should I get the feet?
on. No, carry him by the shoulders.
Okay. And then he picks her up and throws him over his shoulder, and then he starts walking.
Okay. You know what? Fine.
What he does.
We'll fine. That's fine.
All right.
Everything's fine. All right, let's go.
Tuber and Land.
Because that's the only two over here, right?
Yeah, that's the only two over here.
Can I check some of the other beaches?
If you'd like.
Because I can see, I did
Tuber
see that
brings-
there's two more on the northern side.
Brings them over.
Or I don't know what the compass is for this map.
North is up.
North is up. Oh, great. So yeah, the two
Everything
to
is-
the northwest that we didn't go on yet.
Okay. So who's
I
heading
will go
where?
look. I will look. I go. Okay.
All right.
Apparently
Rhux
I hit
is
a
headed
wall.
over there. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Did I pass this person right here?
Which person right here?
There's somebody laying right here. I mean, I thought I passed him on the way.
Oh, yeah, there
over.
is a person right here.
Oh, who's right here? You guys.
What do I press to
Zoom
make
out.
that?
Yeah.
X.
Yeah, X. That's what I was doing. Can you see him?
I
See
clicked
where I'm
it.
pressing?
Right over here.
Oh, that is not supposed to be there.
Okay.
That was
Not
a
a real
remnant from when
person.
I was doing isometric.
Not a
Okay.
real person.
Well, I'm going to continue to just search all this wreckage or anything else. that I
Well,
can
all of the
find.
stuff here is mostly flotsam and jetsam. There's some of the stuff that's on the beach that you're seeing, like in here and things like that, looks to be planks and stuff from the boat that probably washed ashore during the night. This is just kind of where the high water mark is,
Right.
high tide. So that's kind of where the stuff has kind of been left. So you can kind of see that in places.
Yeah.
Right, Rhux
Rhux
is here.
keeps going over there. You get over on the other side of there. I gotta
I'm looking around.
See what you can see.
I can see all three of the almost all of these three beaches. The two big ones and then the small little one in the middle.
What do you see?
Well, there's clearly a person on the small
There's
one
a
in the middle.
person lying on that smaller beachfront.
Can I see who it is?
It's hard to tell. They're lying, and then there's these rocks are kind of a little. Bit
I will go back over here real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I don't know why I'm moving the character around.
I don't know.
I go back to the people.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna keep hitting a wall going to there. I go back over here and I say I found one more person. This way. I don't know who's gonna come with.
Rhux says that.
I'll go.
All right. So you guys.
You have to go through
Yeah,
this
man,
like
whatever.
carefully. There's walls in the way.
There's no. I mean, there's a
Oh.
cliff in the way, so you have to go around. Yes. What's up, Marcus? What do you want to do?
Can we move the cook to the bigger beach, or is she more just?
No, he's already there.
We already did.
Tuber picked her up,
Okay.
threw her over his shoulder, and walked over. After
Yeah, I asked
Rhux
her
told
to
him
move.
to move her.
right.
I asked her to bring her over.
I'm gonna gather the bigger pieces of woods, or if any crates come in here, because
None
the
so
tide's
far.
coming in, correct? Or-
Probably at this point, no. Well,
Okay,
that's
we're
not
good.
true. That's not true. The tide is you're probably pretty close to high tide. I probably should have made this map at high tide. So the water is pretty much almost up to where some of this wood is on the thing. So like the water itself is kind of on this sort of it's kind of up towards where this stuff is that you see here.
Okay, so I'll move some of that up to higher points on the beach or whatever. On this little section of beach, I'll just move some of that
Okay.
wood, anything that's usable to.
Most of
Make a
it's
lean-to or-
just like there's, as you saw here, there's this
There's
stuff
no-
here is planks. Like this stuff here is planks from the
Right.
ship. This stuff here is just driftwood and stuff like that.
Well, I'm sorry, I meant the planks. Bring the planks up.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
All right. So back to the other guys. You guys come up upon this other person, and you see that it's the second mate, and she is lying on the thing on her back, and it's you can see that her left arm is there's where the elbow is, and then there's in the middle of her arm you can see it's literally at a right angle. Like
Ooh,
her left arm
that's
is
pretty cool.
pretty broken pretty badly.
We like it when the forearm is snapped in half or snapped sideways. That's good.
And bones are sticking out. It looks pretty nasty.
Ooh. Do I have stuff for this?
You have a med kit, but I mean, this is something normally you'd heal with, magical healing.
I'll have to heal that in the morning then. I'll just have to do what I can. I'm gonna go see if she's awake.
She is unconscious. She's
All right. I will.
breathing seems a little irregular.
Okay. Well, there's not much I can really do. I'll perform a medicine check.
I mean, you can try to stabilize the arm and put it sort of back together, but give me a medicine check.
Yeah, I will see what I can do. Ooh.
Luckily for you, it's the other one.
Luckily, I didn't
You
just break
assess
her
that,
arm.
there's the broken arm is oozing still something, so you really need to do something about it. And you kind of put some bandages in on it, and you move it, and she screams when you move it, but screams unconsciously, like she screams and stays unconscious.
I mean, am I able to put it straight?
I mean, you could try. That would require a different medicine check, and probably higher than that.
Yeah.
You can try though.
It's oozing, so I should do something.
Go for it.
Do I know of any I don't know what underwater plants are around here, but are there
There's some,
salt
seaweed
I
and
could
stuff
make or
like that.
something?
You give me a medicine check to determine if you think there's anything that might be useful.
Okay.
All right. You know for a fact that putting the salt water on it is probably not going to be a good thing. You also know for a
True.
fact that unless you do something about this within the next, 6 to 8 hours, she's probably going to lose that arm.
Okay. Medicine check it is. I'm gonna try to put the arm.
Somebody else
to-
may be able to heal. If we just get her back over to.
I thought we already used all of our healing. I think me and the other Paladin are out.
Yeah, innate healing, but it only be for 1 point. I can literally only give him 1 point.
I'm going to.
Yeah, but 1 point may be all they need. I mean,
I'm
Not
gonna
for a
carefully.
compound fracture, no.
Yeah,
Not for a compound. Yeah.
it's bent. It's not like the ankle that I just splinted up real quick. It's
I mean,
bent.
you could probably use that to help, stop the oozing
I'm
and stuff like
gonna-
that, but that'd be
Yeah,
about it.
might help with the pain too.
I'm going to carefully pick her up and
Okay.
bring her back to the main camp we have.
All right, I'll say you can do that with that medicine check. You were able to do enough to at least keep her stabilized and take her back to the main camp.
could the 1 point give him advantage on his medicine check
To do what?
to set it or figure out how to stop the
I
infection?
mean, it's a compound fracture with the bones out through the skin. So,
She's messed up.
yeah, she's not exactly in a good spot.
Right.
You could try to set it.
I'm gonna try to set.
Bandage
The
Or
bigger
the-
problem
I
you
don't
feel
think I
the
have
bigger
a
problem right
choice.
now is is that there's stuff oozing out of it. She probably had that in the salt water, so there's probably bacteria and stuff. There's bad things in there, germies in there.
I'm going to
It's not looking so
based
great.
off of my medicine check. I know I have a little bit of time, right?
Yeah, you have a few hours.
Okay, I'm going to take the time to.
And even with that medicine check, you think that probably if you can find a certain set of herbs, you can probably do something to at least stop what's going on and give you time to be able to.
I was about to say, can I do I have some way to boil water at the moment? Like, do we
You need to make a fire.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I meant more like, do we have a receptacle to put the water in to boil it?
Not that you know of, but you could ask.
remember what we
Barsk, 'cause
brought.
Remember, they brought some stuff.
I will go talk to Barsk. Where's Barsk? Barsk is right here.
No, that's Penvro.
That's
Barsk
not
is-
Pat. Okay, never mind.
Barsk is right here.
Barsk is over here.
All right, so you head over to him. He and the rest of the guys have been pulling some of the supplies and stuff off of the rafts and moving them up onto the beach. Or you come up to him, he's like, "I see you found second. What's wrong?"
Her arm is bent a lot.
I see.
It's broken pretty bad, and if I can't find a way to clean out the wound and try to set it within the next 6 hours, I'll have to amputate it. Do we have a pot of some kind or something I could put water in so I can boil it?
Perry, did you get any of the kitchen supplies? Perry's like, "No, that wasn't me. That was supposed to be Sand." Sand goes,
Oh God.
"Oh, I was supposed to go below deck? I didn't do that. Sorry."
Of course, it's fine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I don't think we got any of that sort of stuff. I mean, you can
Looking
try to
around-
take the raft back and go
We don't have time for
dive
that.
into
I
the
don't think.
ship and see if you can find it.
Do I have enough time to even do that?
I mean, it was an hour and a half to get here by raft. I mean, it'd probably take you 2 hours to get there and then another hour back. And who knows how long it's going to take you to dive. So you're looking at a minimum of 3.5 hours. While you're contemplating that, what is everybody else doing? Marcus, you've pulled some stuff up onto the shore.
I am going to make a nice and tidy campsite.
Okay. What do you mean by nice? What are you trying to do to make it nice and tidy?
By that I mean I'm just trying to make like a campsite where we could probably spend the night.
Well, I mean, you realize that, I mean, where this kind of driftwood is anything, and most of the water is up near this driftwood anyway. I should have made it with that up there. Anything beyond that is going to be dry ground, so the beach is fine. It's a nice beach, sandy beach. I mean, you don't know what's up on top of the cliffs here, but other than that, it seems like a reasonable place.
I'm just gonna do my best to make a tent, I guess.
All right, so you're going to take the tarp and stuff and try to recreate that shelter that you guys had on the rocky island. Okay. Dresd'a, Marcus, Iylis, you're kind of helping out. Actually,
Yeah.
Iylis, you finish helping her out, and then she doesn't ask you to do anything else, so it's not like you have to stay doing stuff with her. But Dresd'a.
So I'm probably gonna help with making a campfire, getting wood for that.
All right, Dresd'a, what do you?
Yeah, I'll help with the rest of them, like picking up driftwood for campfire and putting it in one area, and like trying to salvage stuff from the wreck to put in another area to see if we can build shelters and stuff like that, and maybe looking for some ropes or something we can use for climbing the cliffs, maybe.
Well, you guys have the rope from lashing up the rafts. Plus, you still have
Okay.
some of the other rope that you had from the ship.
Okay.
So you have rope. That's not a problem.
Okay. Well, just continue to salvage stuff from
Right.
the wreckage. And
So you guys spend, I don't know, the better part of an hour trying to get over, organizing things here on the beach.
Peter, I have another question.
Mhm.
So at this point, right here, can you see it? The blue point, the point of the island.
Which point?
It said X. Why is my X not putting a little hand here thing here?
Well, because it scales based on the size of the map.
Oh,
So you need to be more specific.
okay. Let's see if I can do this again. You can erase this stuff, right?
Yeah.
hope. Right there.
I
Is
still
that?
don't see where you've drawn anything.
Is
Just
it now?
press X
Oh,
and
there you
click
go.
on the top.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get rid of that whenever. That is that like a tiered? It looks like there's like maybe that's not as high, and then you could stop at that middle section and then go up.
Because of the way I did this, there's still rock and stuff there. It's you're correct. That portion right there is not as high, but it's still just pretty rocky. It's not like it's a flat spot there.
So it couldn't go up there, stop to make it an easier climb, and then keep going up.
I mean, you could try it. Regardless, it's still going to be about 60 feet of climb checks.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go to the other side of the beach and go see stuff. I'll notice while I'm picking up driftwood. I'm trying to look for motion in the tower or any type of.
Well, so you're kind of below the tower here. You're not seeing any motion in it. The tower, like I said, looks kind of broken on top. From your current position, like where you're at on the lower part of it, it's hard to tell anything because, like, really you shouldn't see able to see much of the tower from this particular beach. But I mean, if you move further away, you can see stuff from the tower.
So, Rhux, can you come with me around this point? Like, I'm just moving my person to it's easier to show you. Well, I guess I can do that.
It's because you still have the
all right.
thing on.
Yeah, around the point here. Is that shallow? Can we, Rhux and I, go out?
I mean,
and
it's still
explore it?
10 feet. I mean, it's still just like the rest of the stuff. You can go out there, yeah.
Okay, can I go around that point and see where the gray gravel is to see if that's
You can
maybe
move
a
around
bit
there
a little.
if you wish.
Yeah, I will do that. And I'm asking Rhux to come with me because he can swim and.
I'm already over there. I think is that point.
It's talking about over here.
Well, I'm really talking about going all the way around. We'll see where the towers kind of collapse.
Yeah, he's talking about a different spot.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Assuming
Oh, I
that's
see.
not negative.
I see. I'm sorry. I'm on the other
Let's
end.
go that
Okay.
way.
All right,
Never
Marcus,
mind.
move yourself, sir,
Okay,
because you have the power.
I do. I just didn't want to,
No,
and I wanted Rhux to be there if I blew my rolls.
well, anything where it seems like anything that seems like this color of beach right in here, that is, it's about.
Shallow.
It only gets to about 5 or 6 feet deep. It's around in here where it starts to get, 7, 8, 9 feet deep. So this is relatively shallow.
I'm seeing if it'll let me. I ran into a wall trying to move there a second ago. Okay, I'll keep going.
There's no walls everywhere. There's some walls.
So there's nothing in this little cove, right?
Well, there's there is
wreckage.
that driftwood there, but nothing else.
Nothing. Okay. So then, yeah, I'm coming.
So you come around there, and it does start to deepen as you get into this particular spot. As you can see,
Okay.
it starts to get a bit deeper as it starts to fall off pretty quickly. Coming around there, you can see that this looks like this whole thing right here looks like it's broken tower that has fallen off and into the ocean below or sea below.
So would it be an easier climb? Is it more
No,
of
it's
something?
not. It's not really an easier climb. Like it's just fallen down the side of the cliff. So this kind of indicates it. So there's a slight slope here, but it's still all these cliffs are all still about the same thing.
Okay, so we're just gonna have to make climb checks.
Yeah, if you want to climb up this portion, yes, you'll have to make.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back and keep exploring then. Once I've gotten the wood, damn it, I'm gonna go down. And anytime anyone else wants to do something, please interrupt because I'm just gonna keep wandering and try to find some places on the beach that we can go up.
Well, I've wandered all the way over here to this other point to the northwest, and
Yeah, so those guys actually went further than that to find the second mate. So
Oh,
they've
okay.
already been all the way. They've already been all the way over in this portion.
Oh, okay.
But no one has went beyond that. Like no one's kind of really explored too much yet. So I mean,
That's what I'm gonna do. If anybody wants to come, I'll go over.
I'll
that
go with
side.
you. Yeah, I'll go with you.
all right. So exploring along these beaches and stuff. For the most part, these cliffs are about the same everywhere. They're about 50 to 60 feet high. There's a little bit of variation. As you get over into this area, where the spit is kind of at, that portion is only about 40 to 50 feet high. So it's a little bit lower here. on this particular portion of it.
Okay.
And coming around the edge, it's still kind of shallow right here, but as you go along the edge, up along this edge here, it starts to deepen.
The world ends.
No, the world doesn't end. It just starts to deepen. Like this starts
Okay.
becoming more of a straight fall off into the
What time of day is it?
You guys at this point, if you're kind of doing some searching and stuff like that, it's midday. What's everybody else doing?
Well,
I'm just asking.
no, that's fine.
Anybody else doing anything?
Well, just
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Rhux is trying to decide if he's going to go back to the boat or not.
Okay, it's midday now.
What time does the
Barsk and
sun
those
start setting?
guys start trying to figure out, start to try to make a fire.
The herbs that I know that I would want for this sort of thing, are they underwater based herbs or over land?
Give me a nature check.
I don't have that, but it'll be fine.
There is a certain type of seaweed that might work. You're not sure if it's in the underwater or not, because you'd have to go look
I will go look.
in this area.
Which area?
So in this, you'd have to go look
In this cove thing?
Yeah, in
Okay.
this area.
Rhux will go look.
All right, so you start swimming around looking for the particular seaweed that you think might help. Anybody else doing anything?
just might start trying to climb up this the shortest part here.
All right, if you want to try to do that, give me an athletics check.
I'll give him the assist option if I can to give him advantage. I mean, I thought we'd both try to climb it and help each other up if that helps.
Yeah, let's do it. And you said athletics.
I don't think the assist option is going to work here if you're both trying to do it at the same time.
Well, I mean, if we have rope,
Whoops.
okay.
So Hylough, you start to climb up it, and you just the particular spot that you picked seems to be kind of gravelly and rocky, and you just kind of can't find enough purchase to climb up it. Unfortunately.
Okay. So
But Marcus,
roll
you
for it.
start climbing, and you make it up about 15 feet.
I'm gonna go over to his place. Start climbing up behind him.
I don't have a baton. I've got a crowbar. Is somewhere I could pry the crowbar in and use it as a baton to attach to a rope? I think.
No, it's probably
Okay.
not going to work very well. Like it's too big of an end. It won't stick in enough. The lever will be too much of a
And
lever.
a dagger is probably too small to get in far enough to make it work well. I'll keep climbing.
All right, where did Hylough go?
That
I thought I was still there. You mean, where did my icon go?
Yeah, I don't see you anywhere.
It's right there. I was on the.
Oh, I see why. I have Marcus clicked, so you were in the shadow of something. Okay. All right. So Marcus, you climb another 15 feet. So you're now at 30 feet up, and then you climb another 15 and make it up on top.
good thing I don't have rope to throw down. Unless, could I get rope? I would have thought about it, but
I mean, it's
okay. Hylough, bring some rope.
Well, I think I'm already heading up.
Okay.
okay. All right. So you're up 30 feet at this point. So you're probably about right here, right in here.
Hope I don't slip and fall.
All right. Both of you have made it up top. Hylough, you do have some rope. I just checked your inventory.
Oh, okay. Hey, I got some rope. Here.
Okay. Well, I'm so good at, we've established I'm really good at tying ropes.
All right. So you guys
Based
have
on
made
my
it up
life.
top here. And you can see that up on top of here is very much a this is a very bushy, a lot of bushes here in this particular area. But you can see that as you get over here, it becomes more sparse and more grassy.
Okay.
What do you want to do now?
Is there How much rope do I have? 50 feet, or
Hylough has about 50 feet of rope.
is there something I can tie the rope to, like a tree, or?
There's bushes, but there's no trees up here.
Okay, there's not just the bushes. Okay, I guess let's keep going then, and maybe we'll find some place to tie it off to. Although I think the other places are holler at them, hey, come down here. We found a way up.
You guys are really, really far away, though.
I know.
So,
All right. So I'll
they
stealthily.
potentially don't hear you over the surf and stuff like that.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna stealthily go forward with my city stealth.
Your city stealth.
I know.
Oh, roll a stealth roll.
You ain't in the
Like I said,
city
city stealth.
no more.
Well, that's exactly the problem. But I'll keep going until I find.
All right, so
something.
you start moving around on top of here.
Yeah.
You get up a little bit higher onto the. You see that there's sort of another cliff area, and then you get up. It starts to get up higher. You can actually see from here. I'm going to bring you to the island one here.
Okay.
So you guys are about right in here on this map at this point. Getting up on top of here, you can see that this thing kind of the cliffs continue along here, but they slowly drop down to about. You can see it kind of slopes downward until you get down into around in here, which is basically more beach. And there's still some cliff here, but this slopes down into beach here and here in this cove. And you can definitely see that there is a stream that comes into this cove.
Okay. So that sounds like where we need to make camp. And they just need to get the boats, because you said it was deeper around that point, right?
Yeah, somewhat deeper. I mean, probably 10 to 15 feet as it comes around.
Well, I mean, if we haven't taken the boats apart, we could still maybe have them row around that.
Yeah, you try.
Should we, Hylough, you think we should just yell from here, yell down? I hate to go back down once it got up here.
Why
Or
can't we just haul them up? I mean, we could hold the rope and I could haul them up, you know.
Well, no, I mean, we could do that. I'm just thinking to do a camp instead of being on the exposed beach, to be next to that river and spring where you get fresh water and.
Yeah, well, yeah, but getting there, we don't need to go around the point. I mean, we could just come up the cliff. I mean, why get back in the water?
I mean,
I was just thinking all the stuff.
you do remember you have supplies and stuff you add as well.
We don't have enough people to. I mean, I know we got some injured people, but we don't have enough people to do that, or what? I'm not sure.
I'm just saying. I mean, you have to pull up the barrels and stuff like that of supplies and things. That's all I'm pointing out.
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't just take the boats and go around it. I mean, does it look really rough around there or something? Is it?
No, I mean, again,
A lot of surf
cliffs here, and then you kind of come into this cove here. This is somewhat protected. I mean, this is not exactly, this area right here is not super wide. It's maybe 50, 60 feet. So ships wouldn't be coming in here anyway, just because of the sheer amount of rocks and reefs and shoals that are all in here. But I mean, a rowboat could go in here, or a raft could go in here, sure. I mean,
Okay.
The whole point of a raft.
Well, if you want to give it a try.
The whole point of a raft is it only goes about 6 inches in the water anyway. So.
Yeah, I think we should do that, and maybe one of us go down. You want us both go back, or I can go down to the beach and you can direct them around there, and I could give the rope through that point and help them through the point.
I don't think they're going to have a problem getting through the point. I mean, it's not like it's just a raft.
Okay, so do you want to go back and tell them, or do you want me to go back and tell them?
You go back and tell them. I'll go back with you if you want, but
No, I mean,
I don't know that I can convince them to do this. But okay, to get back in those rafts, and we got more people now. Are we going to be able to fit everybody? We're going to make another raft.
well,
You added 3 people at this point, 2 of which basically are currently medical emergencies. So one is a medical emergency, one is not. All right. Well, you guys discuss. Rhux, give me a survival roll.
I am Crocodile.
Your Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
So you start swimming around underneath there, and you come upon a series of kelp and a small kelp forest along one side, and indeed you find what you're looking for. So that a 22.
Hey!
You get a little bit of it, harvest a bit of it. Now the problem you have is that you need to dry it out and
Yeah, I
powderize
know.
it, so that'll take some time.
How long does it take to dry?
Well, I mean, you could try to put it over a fire and speed it up, but I mean, it's a
True.
bright sunny day, and so you could.
Well, they said they
also
were
just
making a
lay it
fire
out.
anyway, so I'll set up an apparatus.
All right. Okay, I'm going to take everybody back to the beach. All right, so
How
you
long has it
guys are
been?
over here. You two are over here, and they are over on this beach doing stuff. All right.
How long has it been that it took me to find these?
Maybe about half an hour, not too long. I mean, you're doing that while they were trying to climb up, so.
Yeah. Do I think I need anything other than the seaweed to try to?
Well, you
help
have
with
other
this?
things in your medicine stuff that you were able to. Yeah, but you have the stuff you need. This was the last piece.
Okay, so I don't need to go find some way to purify water for this.
I mean, sure. You always need fresh water.
Ah,
But I mean, you're making a paste or something like that. So
who's still here? Because the other two are doing something.
I mean, you got Praedyth, you got Aaron, you got
I'm gonna
Iylis,
see. I'm
Dresd'a's
gonna
here.
see if
I still don't know what
Aaron
they're doing.
will come with me to the boat, so we can go get a pot. I'll take that as a no.
Who did you ask to go with you?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron. Aaron has died.
Apparently.
Also notice the one who's not paying attention, I guess.
Is he
Oh.
muted?
He's not
Huh,
muted.
yeah,
Stop playing video games while you're playing a game.
I'm not.
I
I'm just
100% I'm
working-
sure you are playing video games. Please stop.
No, I'm working on my AP Human Geography.
Well,
Oh, maybe you should have did that earlier too then.
Either
I
way,
did, but it's sort of
Cole,
constricted by
Aaron,
my partners. Yep.
I want you to help me with the small raft. We go to the boat.
Okay.
We need a pot.
Aaron, go.
All right. you
Aaron and
guys
I are gonna go to the.
get on a raft and go back to the boat.
Yeah,
All right.
there's kitchen stuff. I can dive.
Okay. You guys get on the raft and start rafting away.
I'm gonna tell Barsk what I'm doing before I do it.
Okay. You tell Barsk what you're doing. Dresd'a, Praedyth, Iylis, you guys doing anything?
I'm really not sure.
I also just to make sure it does happen. I set up the seaweed thing before I leave.
Okay.
So
And tell
I'm
them to take it off
assuming-
when it's dry.
I'm assuming I heard, what was your character's name? Marcus, John? The
Yeah.
guy, yeah, anyway, I assume I heard him call down about what was up there.
You
so
did
I'll
not hear
kinda-
him call down about what was up there. You don't hear them shouting over the surf.
But I will come back down and tell her.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
currently they are more than 1,000 feet away from you, up a cliff. So no, you have not heard him say anything. That being said, you guys, as you're kind of discussing what you want to do over there, Hylough and Marcus, you notice that a couple people are getting onto a raft and are starting to raft back out into the sea.
Oh no, stop them.
Oh, that's dumb.
Do they know something we don't?
Well, is that within a crossbow shot?
No,
Okay.
I mean, again, about 1,000 feet away from, maybe 500-600 feet. They're not anywhere close. Like, if you zoom out of the map, they're in the big area. You guys are in the little area. So,
Let me see if I've got anything to draw attention to us, and I don't think I do. I mean, I'll come down, but I'm not going to speed up my. I mean, I'm not going to make it such that I'm going to fall just to keep them from there. I'd love to, but
I'm not saying
Yeah.
you have to. I'm just saying you notice some people start rafting
I know.
back out into
Well,
the sea.
I'm going to go down at a safe speed, and then I'll go get everyone else.
All right, give me
Hasn't gone out to commit suicide to the sharks.
give me an athletics check. as you climb down. That's a really good one.
Yep. Can I use the rope and give it to let Hylough hold it and help me get down?
Sure.
Yeah.
That being said, please mention it first the next time.
Yeah, I should have.
Sure.
But
But
I was hoping
sure.
I wouldn't have to roll at all.
Sure. No, you do. You still have to, but a 5 is all you need. So, yep. You climb down.
All right, so I'll go down and run down. Well, especially if the boat moving, I'll run down.
You start trying to get over to the thing. They're let's see. You
I'll
can
try to
move
wave them down.
about 60 feet. You're gonna, and they're paddling. Odd or even, John?
Even. Well, that's
All right, so they make it. They're basically past this set of rocks here out in the sort of area. When you get this sort of thing right in here, when you sort of get around the bend of here, you can try to shout at them, I guess, if you'd like. I will give them a chance at a perception check, but so.
I'm assuming
Rhux and Aaron, give me a perception check.
I am the percept.
Oh wow!
So
I'm motioning them back.
Yeah, you guys are paddling, and you see Marcus come back from around the edge of the thing, and he seems to be like waving his hands at you. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm not the leader of this expedition.
Does it look like he has something important?
I mean, he's trying to get your attention, and when he sees you kind of look back, he's like motioning, come back.
Yeah, I was running
I
around
think
the
he can
corner.
hear me if I shouted him from here.
No. Again,
No.
There's an ocean surf, guys. It's pretty loud.
Fair. You're right. I will point to the big beach and to tell him to go that way, because maybe he'll think to go over there and talk to them. Because
I pointed.
like he needs me for something.
Okay.
I pointed at them and then motioned back to the beach. I mean, I'm making.
I point at me and I say I point at me and I point at Raft and I show bigger and I say that way. We're also getting further and further away because I am not stopping. I have things to get.
I mean, I've done all I can.
All right.
We will be fine. I am a big crocodile thing.
We could leave a message in the sand.
Okay, so they seem to imply that they're not coming back, and they keep going. You get back to the beach. I'll get back to Aaron and Rhux in a bit.
Yeah, I'll go tell everyone if we get around that corner, there's some fresh water. We can row the boats over there. The slope down is a much easier way to get in to the island. So we really need to do that. We can set up camp over there. It'll be great.
Bars is like, all right, well, let's wish we had found that about an hour ago so that we don't have to put everything back on the rafts, but all right.
Me too.
And he starts telling the crew to get stuff onto the raft.
Who took the other raft? Where are those guys in the raft going?
I think Rhux was heading back to the ship. He needs some pots.
Really? That's how he's going to describe what I'm trying to do? This woman, I need to fix her arm.
What you need is some pots. Something about fresh water or something. Which is even more ironic because there's fresh water around the edge.
Precisely.
There is?
Well, you wouldn't know because I couldn't yell at you, but yes.
Oh,
remember the
God.
river? The opening of the river?
Stream.
Whatever.
Also, they're probably herbs.
Whatever. I guess I'm going at whatever. It's fine. I don't know.
Yep, I know.
I'm going to get pots.
All right. So for the next hour, you guys get everything back onto the rafts, and you don't have enough rafts to take everybody at once, so you're gonna have to start ferrying people.
Yeah, we can make multiple trips.
We'll come back
Well,
to you.
let's see here. They took the small raft. I'm not there.
You're not.
We
So
did take the
I'm
smallest
one
raft.
less
That was only 2
person.
people.
Right, but there's three other people. There's 3 new people,
Mhm.
2 of
Plus,
which
you have to be
are
you have to be
unconscious.
careful.
Actually,
Be
3 people
especially
are
careful with
unconscious.
the one.
So
Well, maybe the fittest people can just climb. They can not be on the raft and they can just climb up. I'm up there still with the rope, so so that we don't have to make another trip.
well, I mean, I'm just saying, over the course of the next hour, you guys start doing stuff
Okay.
to get things going. All right.
However we get there is cool.
All right. So at about an hour and a half, you guys have started to ferry stuff across. Maybe some people are climbing up. I mean, at this point, it's kind of irrelevant who's going where at this point. But you guys, however, make it to make it back to where the ship has been submerged. Now I have to get rid of a bunch of
Yay.
people. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. That's Aaron and Hylough. Actually, it turns out Aaron and Hylough were in a thing. Bye, 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 goodbye. For now. All right. So you 2 have made it back to this spot. And
Indeed.
what are you guys doing?
I just want Aaron to wait, and then I'm gonna go dive because I'm the one who can swim and hold his breath for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I don't think it's that far down.
Okey-dokey.
'Cause the rope's still there, right?
Yeah. I mean, the top
I
of the
know.
ship is about 25 feet underwater.
It's
Where you
not
need
even
to
a-
get to is you're going to have to swim down to the ship, swim into the ship, swim down the stairs, swim to the galley, get some stuff out of the galley, swim back up, swim all the way back up.
I mean, it might be a process. We'll see. I'm pretty strong. I'll probably be fine.
All right. So give me an athletics check as you take a breath and dive in.
I'm athletic. See?
All right, so you swim, or you dive in and start kicking yourself down into the thing, and you reach the top of the ship underneath there. I mean, with the sun's up, you can definitely see things a little bit better under here. It's not as dark.
Yes. That does help.
It's a bit murky, but not terribly so. Easy enough to see. You can see that the ship has sort of settled, and it's sort of tilted on one side. So if you think of this normally as its level, the deck is kind of leveled at about a 30-degree angle, and the ship is shifted over on its side a bit.
You're bank.
What do you want to do from there?
I'm just gonna go to the galley. That's where the stuff I need is.
All right, so you kick your way into the aft castle and start trying to get down to the bottom of the thing. Aaron, up on top, you notice after he kind of dives in, you notice a few sharks.
Because they're lame.
They kind of come up for a moment and then they dive down. Trying to do anything before they dive down?
I don't know. Well, what could I do?
Oh, you can try to shoot them. I don't know. Do you have a ranged weapon?
I have some javelins, but would I take that with me?
Oh, did you take it with you?
I guess.
I mean, we know that there's there's sharks here. I took my trident. I'm not coming all the
guess.
way out where we know there's sharks without a weapon.
Well, yeah,
not
no, I would
insane.
like take my longsword, but I don't know if I would have taken my javelins.
Heads or tails?
So
Or you missed?
you throw a javelin at one and it misses. It's now kind
A
of
warning
gets
shot.
into the water and starts to sink.
Oh no.
Just a warning shot.
So you have one less javelin now, unless you wish to dive in after it.
Nah.
All right. Rhux, you swim into the thing. You get into the ship and kind of get into that mid-level. Everything is kind of shifted around.
Yeah.
Sort of, you can see stuff kind of floating in the ship. Pizza, just jetsam and stuff like that. Just various items like chairs and stuff get slightly broken, or tables that are kind of just floating in the water a little bit. You make it back to the galley. the galley was left open, so it is still open. And in there, you can see a whole bunch of stuff is just kind of all floating in the water.
Yeah.
Give me a perception roll.
Boink.
You
Not that great.
spend about a minute searching around in here and are unable to find any of the like a pot or anything. You wish to continue searching. You're now at
Yes.
3 minutes.
Well, I know the pot's in here, right? I don't think
I'm not
they
saying
took
it
it
isn't.
another
I'm just
place.
saying you've been looking for it and you haven't been able to find it yet.
I will look again.
Right?
I will just assume I missed it because I'm dumb. Do I need to roll again?
Yep.
Okay. Like I said.
All right. So you continue looking around. Eventually, you find that one of the cupboards that was in there kind of fell off and fell onto the way that it would open, and so you have to kind of push it, kind of roll it over to get it off. Give me an athletics check, strength roll, basically, and it takes you a couple minutes to get it pulled over, and then you
been 6
open
minutes.
it up, and you're able to get out some pots.
All right. Do I have a way to like strap them to myself so I don't have to hold on to them like directly?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, didn't mention you were trying to bring straps or anything, but
No, I didn't
you
know
could
if they
loop
were
them
like
through your
if they-
arm or something.
I didn't know if they had like handles or something, and there's like something I can loop
I mean,
around.
you can
that's
find
around.
a handled version of a pot, yes, like a stew pot.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was like a
Yeah,
handled
you can find
one
something
that I
like
could
that.
like. Okay, that's the one I'll take.
All right. You start to swim out. You come out of the galley and you see a reef shark kind of slowly slicing through the water in the ship.
I see.
Mhm.
Does he see me?
He doesn't seem to notice you right now.
Their vision is based on movement. I mean, I've already fought these things before. I'm not scared of them at all. I'm going to just go on my merry way, and if it decides that it wants to scrap, we're gonna scrap.
All right. So you
I will. I will be prudent. I will at least try to stealth around this one.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
It's pretty bad because my stealth is bad, but we'll do our best. Oh, easy.
All right. So let me give it a perception check.
Too
so
good.
you move slowly. It kind of circles around and heads back towards where the latter half cabins are. You're able
Yeah.
to make a quick swim up
Swim
the
out.
stairs and up to the castle. You kind of swim
Yeah.
out and you come out into where the main deck would normally be, but now this is basically the sea. And you see a school of some smaller kind of sunfish type of things, and another 4 sharks kind of moving around in the water.
Cool. That's very nice. Do I see the javelin, or is that already floated down? It's been a
Yeah,
couple minutes.
it's-
It's probably gone.
Yeah, it's all the way down.
Is it
It's been a
on
couple
the ship,
minutes.
or did it float off somewhere
No,
else?
it went into the water and it's got a metal
Okay.
head, so it's just going straight down.
Yeah. Okay. I will try to stealth again.
All right.
I don't anticipate this to work, but we'll try. All right. Well, we got a
So
0.
you come out and start swimming, and you think you're being pretty stealthy about it, but they
No.
all kind of start. You see the things all kind of slowly arc around and start heading towards you.
To be fair, there are other fish here. Why do they think I'm the one they want to kill?
I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying they've noticed you.
I see. All right. Well, clearly I suck. I will attempt to just go directly to the raft, so that way, if they do decide to try to hit me, Aaron can also help. Because I don't want him to get in the water with me. That's really bad. He's
All right. So they swim towards you. You swim up towards the raft. They swim in your general direction, and then they swim underneath you and go along the rocky outcropping and continue on.
Cool. I'm gonna get back on the raft and we're gonna leave.
Okay.
Got what we came for.
You got what you came
Move out.
All right, you
Let's
guys
go.
start rafting back.
Yep.
All right, for those of you who were on the beach, you've now, during the course of them rafting back, you're able to move your camp to here.
I'm gonna have so much fun when I get here and realize there's fresh water. It'd be great.
To this particular portion of it, and start setting up a camp. Anybody
Oh,
else
and I
wanna
don't know
do
where they
anything?
are. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Anybody want to do anything for the next hour?
Gonna be like the lost colony. You're gonna get back.
Roanoke. I don't know where they are.
Kind of see all of this, so I'm gonna. You're right here.
I mean, I want to scout around and make sure there aren't any big animal tracks or anything like that. Do I have
All right,
survival?
give me a perception.
Never
check.
mind, that's not me. I don't have survival, so I wouldn't.
No,
know
just
that.
give me a perception check. You can look around.
Okay.
You don't have to have survival to look for things.
18, so not bad.
You don't find any tracks for any large animals or anything like that. I mean, you see some typical, just the typical stuff. Like this is sort of like, think of this as a beach with some palm trees, a little bit of jungle. You go up maybe about a couple hundred feet, and it turns into a jungle, scrubby jungle kind of thing. That's kind of where you're at on the edge of this thing. This stream is maybe about, I don't know, 10 feet wide at this point as it goes into this cove. It's not very wide at all. But I mean, if you go up a little bit up the stream, there's definitely fresh water. There's the typical tracks that you see stuff of maybe tracks of, some bird tracks there, some small mammals, nothing large though.
Anything we can fish
Lizards.
for? Do some fishing?
Yeah, I'll ask whoever wants to come up and look for water and fish, and who's not building
I
the
mean,
camp.
you clearly saw fish in the sea.
Yeah.
Right.
But
But
you're not
fresh
seeing
water
so
and-
much here in the fresh water.
Well, maybe at the where the fresh water meets the cove. Is that good fishing ground?
You're not currently seeing anything there, but that doesn't mean there isn't anything. I mean, it's late afternoon or early afternoon, so
Oh.
it might not be the right time for fish there. That doesn't mean you can't try to go fishing. I'm just saying that you're not noticing anything there.
So how many people does it take to set up camp? If we all set up camp, will it get done faster, I assume?
Well, I mean, what is setting up camp? You basically, you don't have a lot of stuff.
Okay, what can we make lean-tos and something for the, cut some of the trees down to improvise?
Cut the trees down with what?
Well, no one have an axe?
I don't know. Does anybody have an axe?
We have swords and daggers.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a sword and a dagger. That's not gonna.
I don't know if anybody has
Instead
an
of cutting
axe.
the trees down, maybe we could sling rope between them and, hang the tarps that way.
Yeah, that would work too.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't make stuff. I'm just saying, I mean, cutting down trees is a little hard if you don't have an axe.
Right. I just hope someone to have an axe, but maybe not.
I'm currently not seeing anybody with an axe.
Okay. So yeah, let's make some lean-tos, and I guess I'm gonna spend the rest of the day, making comfortable, making sure the people who are,
See, one person does have an axe. He's not there.
of course. All right.
All right, so you guys start setting stuff up. It takes you guys a better part of an hour. As you're doing this, Lond wakes up. And she kind of sits up, the dwarven cook. She kind of sits up. It's like, oh, my foot, oh, my ankle. Where the heck are we? No one wants to answer.
Well, I'm trying not to monopolize, so somebody else do this.
Shipwrecked.
I'm
on an
not
island.
there.
Same.
We are shipwrecked on an island.
Where's the captain?
We don't know. We never have been able to find her.
Yeah, we never did find the captain, did
No,
we?
still from the captain, no. Bars comes over and says, "Yeah, I mean, right now we're just trying to survive for a bit. Once we get everything set up, then we'll take a stock of what's going on." And she's like, "All right. Well, we got any food?"
Yeah,
Maybe
we have
some
some.
fish.
We brought food.
Yeah, we got some rations, but
I mean,
and we have apples.
one of you brought up a barrel of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's the barrel of something salted, I think.
salt and meat.
How about some water? She says.
Water.
Yeah, well,
Who needs
getting there.
water?
We got water right here. I mean,
Yeah, we'll get some water.
Yeah, I mean, she just wants a drink. It's not like she's gonna hobble over there. All right. Rhux and Aaron, you guys get back towards that beach, and as you're getting towards the beach, you don't see anybody on the beach. Like, you're not all the way there yet, but you don't see anybody on the beach. You don't see the rafts. Nobody's there.
Mm.
we carved Croatan onto the beach.
Exactly. As I think was going to
And you do what?
They carved Croatoan on the beach. It's Roanoke all over again.
No one's there. What are you guys
Whoa.
doing?
Well, this is not the turn of events. Where are
Time
we
to
on the
start our own
You
camp.
guys are
No.
here on the map.
map? Ah, okay, so we're in this cove,
You're in here. You're in this cove right here.
but everyone went around to this bigger cove.
You don't know that. Just saying.
Well,
you
that's
don't
what
know
they
where it
that's
is.
what they did,
That is what
but we
they
don't
did.
know that.
Correct.
Well, the rafts aren't there,
They're not there.
and being as that, as far as I saw, the only place they could go with the raft is.
I'm doing an insight check to.
was about it- okay,
Oh, never mind.
good job.
Aaron,
Since
you're,
it's a raft,
you don't. You're thinking they probably got on the rafts and went somewhere. Maybe they went to the west or to the east.
Perception check. That's what you're saying.
well, no, we don't know
I'm
which
not
way they
saying that
went
at all, but
because we don't know which way is. We don't know. that
Didn't somebody leave a message? Did anybody leave a message?
Nope.
no.
Nope.
But
they
maybe
didn't.
someone would think, which way was the guy running from when he's trying to run you down?
That is true. It did
Aaron,
come from
you
the
don't-
left, the west side.
Yeah, you don't see anybody.
Ah, this is about
So
marketing.
so obviously they have to have gone somewhere on the rafts, which means they're not in this cove anymore.
They're
There's
not.
the-
They don't seem to be in the cove anymore. Correct.
And the dude was his name I don't know yet because I don't remember. I should know his name.
Marcus.
Marcus. there we go.
Marcus. I'm pretty. Whoever was pointing at us came from the west side. So there must be something. Maybe there's something over there. So
All right, man.
let's
whatever
go out of the cove and then go to the right.
All right. You go to the right.
Bring.
All right.
Yes.
You mean the left?
All right.
No, if we're leaving the cove,
Anyway.
it's to the right. West is to our right.
Anyway, you start
We go
going
west.
along the thing here, and it takes you, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to get around and into this cove, and you can see that there's some activity on the beach near what
Found-
looks to be a stream coming into this area.
There's fresh water already. Whatever. It's fine. At least we have the pot now.
Anyway, you guys pull up on the raft onto the beach here near the stream and see them putting together stuff. You can see the cook is sitting up drinking some water that it looks like maybe somebody brought her at some point. The second maid is still out. Same with the big huge guy. He's still out.
Did they bring my seaweed?
I don't know. Did they bring your seaweed?
Where's the seaweed? I swear to God.
Picked up everything.
Where's
they
the
say, maybe.
seaweed?
I mean, the seaweed was draped over something over top of the fire, so I don't know if they took it or not.
I probably grabbed it.
Okay.
Okay, my seaweed's here. All right. I'm going to attempt to help the mate.
All right.
So I don't think it's been what, 3 hours?
Keep going. It's been like
4 or
hours.
5 hours.
Yeah. It's
All right,
now
we-
mid-afternoon.
It was midday. Okay. All right. So it's been
It's
like 5 hours.
mid-afternoon. Yeah.
I should still be able to fix it.
All right.
I shall make the
Do
attempt.
your medicine check. All right. You're able to make the thing, the poultice, and you apply it into the thing, and you see her groan and stuff as you do it, and then you do as best as you can to set the bone as much as you can.
Yeah.
You think you're successful. You're not 100% sure. The
I
next
might not do
24
my
hours.
best.
The next 24 hours will tell.
I mean, I can also supplement it with actual healing in the morning.
We'll see. All right, what are you guys doing? Everybody's back together. You're on this beach. Have put together some shelter. There's a stream here. You have a barrel of meat. Pretty salty.
Food. I mean, we can always go fishing. There's fish here.
What do you guys want to do?
Fish. And didn't they say there's apples or something?
There was some fruit of some sort. Yes, some apples. There's a tin of biscuits. 10 is maybe enough for one day, basically, given the number of people you have.
Did we bring the apples or were they here?
Oh, they brought them off the ship. Iylis
okay.
got some last time.
No, my bad. I thought that they had found some like apple tree thing. Okay, never mind.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go look around for more food, fruits, and whatever else we can find.
Any particular direction where you want to go?
I'm gonna head. I'm gonna head to the east, into the if there's one area that looks like it's got more possible trees and stuff like that. So.
Well, I mean, there's like palm trees and stuff here along the kind of area of this particular. They're kind of around this area. As you head more north, it definitely gets more jungle-like and more scrubby jungle for a bit. To the east, it's grassy with a bit of palm trees every so often. To the south leads up to the tops of these cliffs where the ruins is. Otherwise, it's grassy and bushy. That's kind of what you see around.
I'm just gonna go where there's more trees and stuff. And that might be fruit bearing, wherever that is. We could do the coconut if the palm trees have coconuts.
Check.
Survival. You think I have that?
Next time,
You can even have advantage on it.
I'm sorry, what?
Tiny.
Wow.
So you head up into this area to the east and look around for any kind of potential fruit tree or anything like that, and unfortunately don't find anything.
So I head back.
I mean, you search for a better part of an hour and just nothing. There's nothing. None of these trees have any coconuts or anything on them. You don't find any kind of fruit trees of any sort.
Any evidence of civilization or anything like that?
Just that ruined tower you saw on the edge. Nothing else.
That's not civilization. That was civilization.
Anybody else do anything?
So I'm gonna ask Dresd'a, and we can go hunting since she has that range thing that she did.
You're gonna take
And maybe
who?
go across. I'm sorry.
Crossbow.
John, I can't understand you very well, unfortunately. So you probably need to get.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why.
To the
Is that better?
microphone. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I just was letting you know.
Thanks. Yeah, no. So I was gonna take Dresd'a, and maybe we can go hunting on the other side of the river, or because she has that hand thing. I'd like to figure out a little more about that, and see if we can't hunt some animals down.
All right. Well, remember, the indication that you saw before is that the only thing you've seen tracks for are small mammals.
Right, but I mean,
and lizards. You saw some lizard tracks.
But small mammals, I mean, if she hits it with that thing, it's better than me putting a crossbow bolt through it.
Maybe.
Because,
but you know.
Yeah.
Where are you guys headed to?
What do you think, Dresd'a? Across the river?
Yeah, I'll come hunting with you.
So, is that a watcher? Is that actually there, or is that someone's name?
No, the watcher's.
Watcher is Peter.
That's what I recorded.
Yeah.
Okay. So, kind of go up the river on the other bank.
All right. So, like I
Cross
said, each one of these things is about 500 feet. So, you getting up into here is going to take you, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to get up into there.
That's fine.
But it's scrubby and stuff like that, so it's a little more difficult than that. So it's probably maybe half an hour to get into this area of the thing.
Right.
I will give you this since you can kind of see what's going on there. But I'll put this back there because that's where the party is. All right. So you start hunting. Give me a survival check.
Yeah.
Either one of you,
Okay.
or both of you.
Have you got survival, Dresd'a?
Nope.
Okay, good.
So you guys, how long do you want to go hunting for?
Well, I'm going to hunt and then go further north for about an hour or so to see if we can find anything else within range of the camp. I want to make sure. I mean, we've got how much daylight left?
Well, I mean, it's mid to late afternoon when you start doing it. So
if we go up an hour and get back an hour, we'll be there right before the daylight ends.
Well, remember, you're on the south side of this island. There is clearly some kind of hill or mountain here, and one to the north. So sorry, I should say over on this side. So more than likely, you're going to lose the sun earlier than it sets, based on where you're at. Just as an FYI.
So, as a guesstimate, and I'll use the river to bring us back, so I'll come back down the river so we kind of don't get lost.
So you start going up here and hunting on the way.
Yeah.
You literally find no game. I mean, you hear birds and things in there. You hear chatter of stuff in there. You guys are just find nothing to actually hunt. Everything seems to get out of your way well before you can get to it.
Yeah. What I wouldn't do for a good bar, good pub right now.
What I was gonna say though is let's see here. You head up and get up into around this area in here, so I'll just put up a thing so you can see
that's fine.
done that.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Up into this area.
A giant idol of a monkey on the side of a mountain.
No, there's no giant idol of a monkey. Oh, I did forget to mention one thing. I am so sorry. No.
Glad that prompted it.
No. I forgot to mention. I'm going to move you over here.
It's the giant crown.
There's a floating sky island above this mountain right now. Sorry.
Oh, wow, that was a lousy perception. It just took me that long to notice.
No. I just forgot to tell you guys that.
No, I know.
Once you came around the cove, you would have clearly seen it. I just forgot to mention it.
Yeah,
I always forget to mention it.
There's a sky island?
Yeah, there is an Aerra that is a small Aerra. It's maybe 1,000 feet a while. It's maybe about 500 feet above the top of that mountain. And there's a bunch of smaller Aerras around it. From this distance, you think that there's maybe some jungle on it, but that's about all you can tell. Anyway.
Can I watch it for a little while, see if any vessels or anything, if there's any type of...
Is
that
You
known?
can't while you're in the jungle, but you could in another place.
But I will tomorrow. I'll notice.
You don't.
Kind of watch
you didn't see anything. It doesn't look like there's anything there, but who knows?
Is that common knowledge that we know that people live in sky islands and...
You're living on a giant sky island, so yes, it's common knowledge.
We all enjoy the benefits of sky islands.
Islands.
Yeah, you're living on a giant one, so you clearly know about them.
Okay.
And there are other smaller ones that that the Avelin Islands are literally islands in the sea, and also literally hundreds of sky Aerras that float above it. Anyway, you get up into there. You kind of look around in the forest, and you come back. You don't seem to find much of anything to hunt. You don't find any signs of civilization. You don't find any signs of any kind of creatures other than what you'd seen before.
Okay. Well, get around the campfire and tell them what I found. The mountains are up to the north a little bit. It starts getting higher, and maybe tomorrow some of us should go explore that tower. Tonight we'll get fires and be glad we're alive.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So you guys settle in for the evening and try to get a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, set up some guards.
What do we got for guards? Or for watches, I should say.
First.
I'll be on second watch.
Rhux will take third because he's tired.
Okay.
He's done a lot of
is going to take
swimming.
first watch with who's ever there.
Me.
I'll take third.
Sand says that he will get up at third watch and start prepping some. He's like, I'm gonna make you the best breakfast you've ever seen with salted
I love
meats.
Oh, excellent.
And then Rat says he'll stay up with Barsk for the first watch, and then Harry doesn't offer to do a watch.
Okay, so who we got on second?
Penbro
No,
clearly
I'll
does
do-
not offer to do a watch. In fact,
Iylis is on second.
I'll
I can do
be.
second as well.
I can do third or whatever you need to do.
all right, so here we go. First watch. Who's on first watch? We got Barsk, we got Aaron, we've got Rat.
I guess I'll take first if no, we don't have enough. I don't know.
Oh, we got like 3 people already, so not everybody has to
Okay.
watch. I'm just asking who's on it.
Then I'll take whatever's left.
Okay. You guys, eat a little bit of the salted meat, drink a little bit of this water. Barsk brings out a bottle, and he says, "I was only able to get this one bottle of rum. Should we try it tonight because we lived, or should we save it for when we get off the island?"
Why is the rum always gone?
He's
Why
asking-
is the rum gone?
He's asking everybody. Like he's
Yeah, save
Why
it.
not crack it open?
Let's do it.
all right. So you guys crack open the one bottle of rum, and everybody gets a sum of it, and you guys drink all that bottle, but no one really gets drunk off of it because it's not a lot of rum. I mean, one bottle. And that kind of puts you guys all into the evening. Several people eventually start to drift off into the shelters, and eventually, it's just Barsk, Rat, and Marcus and Aaron kind of sitting out there watching the fire kind of dwindle a little bit, listening to the sounds of the jungle. Let's see here. I was gonna check something. The twilight turns into night. A few of the smaller moons rise, given the fact that it's new moon for the largest one, and start crossing the sky. You see the scars. You also notice as the suns go down, you see to the south. You see the slight circles, the slight arcs of the. Well, you would know them as rings for us, but for them they consider them something else. But you see them slowly fade out as the planet turns. Nothing. You spend a couple of hours watching, occasionally tending the fire, and nothing seems to happen or come up, or you notice anything. At some point, you rouse the next set of people. So who was next watch? It was
I think it was me and
Praedyth,
Hylough.
Iylis.
Iylis. Right. Sorry. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of eyes in here
Yep.
and highs and
I'll be on the second watch, I guess.
No, Marcus, I had you on the first one, but you can be the second.
Okay,
It's up to
cool.
you. Anyone else on the second watch? All right. So, Iylis and Praedyth, you guys get awoken by Aaron. He tricks you awake, and gives you a nod, and then he heads off to one of the spot by the dwindling fire. It's pretty dark here. You see tons and tons of stars. The sounds of the forest or the jungle. You can definitely hear it at night. The creaking of some kind of insect. Occasionally a strange squawk, maybe from a bird or maybe from some kind of animal. You're not sure what it is. Both of you give me a perception check.
okay.
Do I get what's it called? Advantage when I have the raven on my shoulder for perception checks, or is that
I don't
a
remember.
thing that doesn't exist? I don't remember.
I mean,
I'm
it should
checking
be on
real
your
quick.
character.
Yeah, I know. I'm checking. Gain a bonus. Bonus equal to your charisma. Okay, cool. So I get to add my charisma modifier to my perception check.
Okay.
All right. It's going to be +3, so 16.
Man, you suck.
All right. So you guys are
You
kind
know,
of watching, kind of spending some time sitting there. It gets maybe, I don't know, sort of the witching hour, maybe like an hour or so after midnight, after the middle of the night, when Iylis, you think you hear a splash in the river. Like the river has this sort of gurgling sound that you can, or stream has this gurgling sound.
Yeah.
But this sounds like an actual splash, as if something like a rock or something else fell
Splash.
into it. That's what you kind of
Oh
hear.
dear.
And it's not like you guys are exactly super close to the stream, but you're close enough that
I nudge Praedyth. So did you hear that? It sounded like a little
Praedyth,
splash
you
in the
didn't hear
river.
it, but the raven cocks its head. I don't know what Brian's saying, if anything.
Hmm?
We were talking to you.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear that? Praedyth?
Clearly, Praedyth didn't hear it, but the raven
No,
cocks its
I
head.
don't. No, I did not, obviously, because I got a 1. Can I send the raven out in the general direction of the?
So the raven doesn't
the
exactly have
noise?
night sight, but you can send it out in the direction of the noise. Sure.
Does it not? I think it has, because it's the special raven, and I get Nesmond gets.
It's a special raven.
Or does it just give me dark vision when it's on my shoulder?
Wait a second.
Because it gives me dark vision when it's on my shoulder. Does that mean it has dark vision itself when it's off, or no?
Just a second. It's giving me enough.
Yep.
All right. Well, you are on. It's on your browser. You have dark vision.
Yeah.
Within 100 feet of you. It doesn't say that the raven has.
Okay. I mean, I was just
Let's see what it says for.
wondering if, because I know a normal raven doesn't have it. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't seem to have it. It would be a normal raven normally. It happens to give you that bonus.
Okay.
So no, it doesn't have dark vision
All right.
when it goes flying around.
Okay.
So did you want to send it
that
off or not?
hurt. Well, what would it really be able to see if I sent it off?
Probably not much. Not much more than you can already see.
Yeah. Yeah. Then no, never mind.
Okay. You
Um.
didn't hear the sound, but the raven seems to have cocked its head. And
Okay.
kind of looks over in the direction of the river.
All right. Can I do a perception check at the looking at the river, see if I
Yeah,
see
you
or
guys
hear
can
anything else?
kind of look there if you wish.
Cool.
I think I shall go check
Okay.
that out.
25 for my perception check.
Okay. So you start looking in that direction. You don't hear any more splashing, but there's something odd about the river. Like, there's not enough moonlight to really see a lot because, I mean, the moons that are up are not super luminescent. They're relatively small in comparison to the main moon. But even in that moonlight, you can see there's something just off about the river.
If I approach the river, can I investigate to see what's off?
I mean, you can approach the river or the stream if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll tell Iylis. I'm gonna head over and try and see what's going on. You know, if I get snatched, call for help.
I won't.
Don't let me go.
I
Don't
love
let me go. Don't let me.
I love how the two weakest wizards are the
Yeah,
the
we're on this.
non-martial guys are doing it at the same time. Anyway,
Are on a. Mhm.
all right, so you head over towards
Don't let me get
towards
taken
the
to a
river.
second location.
As you get over there, give me an investigation check real quick.
Yep.
So you kind of look at the river and you puzzle. It's puzzling for a bit, and then you finally realize what's off about it.
It's made of blood.
No, it's not made of blood. Yeah, about, I don't know, maybe about 30 feet up the river, 40 feet up the river from where you're currently standing. It looks like there is like a part in the river, like as if there should be a rock there, but there's nothing there.
Huh. I don't really feel safe.
Throw a
getting
rock at
closer
it.
to that. Throw a rock at it.
Throw a rock
Hey.
at it.
I see this part over here.
Throw
You
a
think I
rock
should
at
throw
it.
a rock at it?
Yeah.
Bet. I'll throw a rock at it.
All right, so you throw a rock at it. Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
So with dexterity.
Yep. Plus my dex, which is not a thing. Haha.
All right, so you throw the rock.
Man,
and,
precision accuracy.
You see the rock hit something and fall to the ground, or fall into the river, and sploosh. And when you see it hit something, almost as if, how do I put this? You see where it hits change to a grayish color, and then change back into sort of a blue, the color of the river.
Okay, it's a chameleon.
And then you
crocodile.
see whatever you hit turn and run. Runs on 2 feet.
Away?
And it
What?
runs away.
Huh.
Runs on 2 feet.
On 2
As
feet.
it runs up the river, you can see the back of its skin kind of changing colors. And then when it gets off of the river, you see it take a small amount of time before the skin changes into more of a greenish gray, and it disappears into the shrubs, into the jungle.
Now,
Unless you try to go running
does
after
it? No, no chance. Does it kind of have that kind of body shape that Rhux has, where it's kind of like a crocodile, maybe, or one of those types of
Give me a
creatures?
perception roll.
Sure. It's a 17. Sorry.
17. Let's see real quick. One second. Really quick. So show a picture. You know.
Sure.
What is right? You see something that kind of looks vaguely like this, but it's more grayish green, color changing as it runs away.
Okay. I'll head back to the camp. Back to Iylis to say, well, that's not the same voice I was using 2 minutes ago, but it's fine. I definitely hit something, and it ran
Right.
away.
Well, did you
Kind of
chase
looked
it?
like a. Do I look like I'm a kind of chasing type person? Is that
I don't
the
know.
vibe that
Like,
I'm
I don't
giving
know how
off?
fast you were. I don't know if you were good at track.
He's
in
a
high school or
gnome.
whatever.
Iylis, he's a gnome. He's about
I'm a gnome.
He's about 2.5 feet tall, and he's also looks elderly.
Well, okay. Well, did you
He's an elderly gnome.
did you see? Was he bigger than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you could see,
Most
what you
things are.
saw,
Yeah, just making
may
sure.
have been 4.5 feet tall. So maybe
Just getting a
dwarf
frame of
sized.
reference. It's like bigger than a bread box, bigger than
Maybe dwarf sized.
a Praedyth.
I mean, it was probably dwarf size, maybe, around 4 feet tall. Not too large, but definitely not my size.
And you just saw the one?
I only saw one, and it changed colors. It camouflaged. It had that active camouflage.
And then the mask
That's
came
very
open and it went.
interesting.
"Rah!"
Yeah, it's like a predator or
I
something.
had a jump scare.
No. Yeah, that's what you saw. What are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, we should keep an ear out for sure. And make sure we don't hear any more of them. But, otherwise, I guess we just tell the group when
Chill out, yeah.
next watch comes up.
All right, you guys continue your watch for a bit. You don't notice anything else during the course of that, and when it becomes time for you to swap over, you wake up. Sand and who was third watch?
Me.
Rhux. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Well, my
me.
Raven's
And
on
Hylough,
watch
and
still
Hylough,
because
right.
it doesn't
Hylough.
have to sleep.
And Hylough. All right.
Yes.
My Raven doesn't have to sleep, so it's still on watch.
What do you got? Do you guys mention anything to them?
We tell them. I
Yeah,
tell
we
them
tell them
about the creature I saw.
Yeah, let
Yeah,
them know that
most
we
definitely.
saw something out there. Maybe they may be watching this.
I
Who
will.
knows?
I will add one thing to it though, Praedyth. You couldn't quite make out the clothing that it had on, but it definitely was bipedal.
Okay.
But it was definitely bipedal, so it was running on 2 feet for
alright.
sure.
Does Rhux know about the chameleon Malazan? Or no? Has he met them before?
You've never met any of them, but that doesn't mean you don't know of them. I mean, you've probably heard of them. It's not like, I mean, think of it this way. Think of it as like, Norsemen know about, or Arabs, I mean, in the medieval times, so they knew about them. So it's that kind of thing.
Just like we all
Probably
know
didn't
about
see
the
them very often, but did know about them.
Okay.
All right, so you guys settle in for your watch. You spend a couple hours and the eastern part of the sky starts to lighten up a bit. Eventually, dawn arrives. Everybody can take a long rest.
I will check on the mate.
Woohoo!
As a new day
Where's my
dawns.
long rest button? There it is.
I'm going to Rhux is going to check on the second mate.
Okay. And do what?
Just see how she's doing.
If she's not dying and all that jazz.
How's her breathing? Has she woken up yet?
She hasn't woken up, but she seems to be breathing okay.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna be getting off early. I actually have some friends over still, so
You need to plan your time
feel
better,
nice.
man.
yeah, maybe
Make sure they didn't burn down the house,
my roommate went to bed. So
Friends, he
I
says.
see.
yes,
Okay.
well,
Catch you later.
thanks a lot.
Yeah.
See you, Robert.
See you next week.
All right. So morning dawns. What are you guys doing?
I will
Aaron's plan for the day is to go fishing.
Rhux will recheck the bandages and wrappings on the arm real quick, just to make sure it's not getting infected.
Praedyth
So-
would like to pray
Okay.
and try and contact
Okay.
it's his deity to see if
Jesus.
he provides any guidance. or anything like that, or if she expands upon what she told me last time
Okay,
about
so you
find the
start praying.
binder and the people.
You start praying.
Oh, has the large guy
Yep.
woken up, or is he still knocked out?
Well, if you let me do what I was going to
Sorry.
do, then we'll talk.
Sorry.
Dresd'a. Cat.
Dresd'a and Marcus are going to go to the tower.
Cat.
She stepped away. She and I are going to the tower.
Well, no, I have something for her. Literally
Oh,
for
okay.
her.
Hang on, just
I
say
know,
that she's in the restroom.
Okay.
Well, go ahead and pass her, and then she'll be there in a second.
No, it's all good. I think maybe we'll just stop here. It'll just be a good place to start since it's a new day. So we'll just stop here for tonight. And then think about what you guys want to do for the next session, and then for next week. I would suggest people trying to stick together as much as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of me going back and forth and doing, individual stuff, which is I'm okay with doing, but at the same time, it might be better if you guys try to do as many things together as you possibly can, just for convenience and making sure everybody is involved. So.
I think if people are involved, it's easy to kind of tune out, and so we need to probably go as directly as together to do stuff.
So anyway, but so you guys are now on the island. It's definitely a lot more sandboxy at this point. So good. Well, we will see you guys more on next time.
So just so you know, my plan is to go to the tower first thing. So if anyone wants to go there, that would be just because it's so obviously a plot.
Not obviously a plot thing.
Well, I know, but it's an obvious cool thing and a place to look at. But it's begging to be explored. So
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Until next time.
All right.
Thanks.